The Monsters Playbook is an adventure podcast for grown-ups. It contains violence and profanity and deals with adult themes that may be uncomfortable for some listeners. Specific content warnings can be found in the episode's show notes. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome to the Monsters Playbook, an actual play Monster of the Week podcast that I would really like to credit myself as the head writer on, because that would be great for my resume. But I can't do that, because some of the stuff these guys get up to, I cannot have people thinking that was me. This week on the cover story, the team's membership continues to grow, and Mark and Theo finally get to go on that date. I bet it'll go fantastic. Meanwhile, there's still a lot of research that the team wants to do, but unfortunately, this isn't homework of the week, it's Monster of the Week. And that means they might have to hit more than the books to get where they want to go.
I'm John, and I play Mark Clayton.
I'm Lauren, and I play Kira and Anna Ashwood.
I'm Miah, and I play Theo Nessos.
I'm Jonny, and I play literally everybody else. Let's get dangerous. So, Theo has been making a play to join me in game jail and stockpiling level ups without spending any of them.
Hey, in my defense, I didn't know what I should do with them.
It was on brand. Theo has had trouble deciding to grow up, and if so, how?
Yeah, we're very unsure of ourselves.
But I understand you've decided to redeem some of them and become an adult and level up in some ways. Why don't you tell us what you're taking?
So I chose to take another move from another playbook.
Okay.
I've taken the mentor move from the initiate, as well as I changed Theo's playbook. She is now the searcher. Does having taken a new playbook have any direct impact on your current moves? It did get rid of Cast Out Evil. The banishing spell.
Because your tough is so good.
Because I realized A, Mark has it. B, I could do the exact same thing by just using magic. So I got rid of that one.
Okay.
And I did pick 3 new moves from the searcher. I chose Fellow Believer. People understand you've known strangeness, so they'll talk to me about things that they may not trust another hunter with. I took Occam's Broadsword. When I first encounter something strange, I can ask the keeper what sort of thing it is, as well as the things I've seen. When I encounter a creature or phenomenon, I can declare that I've seen it before.
I do declare. I've seen this before. Declare. But you have to give. Don't you have to give a explanation of how you would
write
have
a short story.
Known it? Yeah, it's like Dark Past, but except you say what the past was.
Yeah. And then I guess the other thing with the searcher is that, so for the searcher, there's the first encounters. So a strange event started you down this path. So I had ended up choosing a psychic event. Yeah, which pretty much lets me, when I roll Act Under Pressure, I can use the sensitive weird move, which is from the
Tome of Mysteries?
Yeah, the Tome of Mysteries, kind of weird moves and phenomenons, which we haven't really delved into more. But yeah, the sensitive move is opening up your brain to a psychic event. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Because it's gone great in the past for Theo.
I think it's going to go great.
Sweet. Should we go to the bowling alley?
I guess so.
Mark and Theo, as you are going to be individually on your way to the bowling alley, I want you each, first I want to make noise. I want you each to roll Act Under Pressure to figure out who's getting there first.
Also, have we determined how Mark and Catriel are going to be riding or going to the place?
On your bike?
No, Mark. How are you going to be going to the place?
10.
11.
Question stands, Mark. How are you getting there?
I think Mark is going to be hey, do you want to go to the bowling alley? She says yes. So I'm hey, you want to ride on my motorcycle? We can go there right now.
Yes.
So I think Mark walks out to his motorcycle and jumps onto it, kicks the starter, starts up. All right, here, I got this other helmet on the side. You can wear it. I'll be fine. Mark plops it on her head.
She's gonna walk over to the motorcycle and like start petting the headlight and be like, "Hello, you look strong."
It's not alive, you know?
Sure it is. It's growling. Oh, it's like a ghost.
Yeah, I mean, it goes fast.
I like fast. Then she'll hop on.
Mark hops on, revs it a little bit, and then takes off towards the bowling alley.
Theo, I think, takes one of her family's cars.
Which one? By which I mean one you're allowed to take or one you're not supposed to take?
One I'm allowed to take.
Okay. Probably the most practical would be like a BMW. The least flashy car that you guys have.
So it's probably black.
Okay. So black BMW pulls up to, you know what I'm calling it? It's going to be memory lanes. Off Miah.
Okay.
Because I effortlessly know the interior.
Okay.
Well, Theo, you pull up to the bowling alley, to memory lanes. It's lit up as it always is, charmingly, ostentatiously. You don't see Mark's motorcycle.
Okay. I'll head in and try to secure us a lane.
You're able to pretty easily do so. It's minor league bustling. There's maybe a couple dozen people in here, but there's at least a half dozen lanes that are just open. So you grab one of those, you rent some shoes. Theo, roll read about situation.
7.
Okay.
Oof.
As you're checking out the shoes, a big sort of rowdy cry goes up from like the bar proper. And there's a bunch of dudes in like sleeveless flannel shirts and denim vests. Just broing it up over there.
Okay. I'm just going to try and keep my head down and try not to attract any attention, even though I feel like Theo's outfit stands out. But yeah, I mean, I think Theo would grab her bowling shoes, try to avoid and not attract the attention of these rowdy guys, and go to their lane and wait for Mark and Catrell.
Roll act under pressure. Does Theo know that Catrell is coming?
Yes.
I can't remember that either. Okay.
Mark, I believe, texted her. 14 advance move.
Oh.
All right. Yeah. It is as though you are invisible and you head to your lane and you sit and wait. And then you probably can hear, because I don't think it's that great of a motorcycle, Mark's bike roll up. Mark, as you walk in, roll a read about situation.
8.
I think you guys, from across the crowded bowling alley, you each see each other. You watch Mark walk in. Mark, you see Theo waving in her baggy university sweater.
Hey, Theo, how's it going?
Hey, Mark. Hey, Catriel.
This place is loud.
Yep. I think Theo, goes to give Mark a hug.
Hey, how's it going?
It's good.
And Mark gives her a hug. You get the anime noise.
Mark, roll manipulate someone for that. Every time, Mark. Every time.
8.
Theo, you give Mark a hug, and then after, the requisite hug time, you're, done with the hug. But Mark is, I guess, not.
Theo's gonna awkwardly, try and, undo herself from Mark.
Separate, use the spatula.
Yeah.
For Jesus.
I think to Catriel, Theo's gonna be like, have you ever been to a bowling alley before?
She says, no, as she's walking up to hug you.
Cute. She's like, that's just how people greet each other. Okay. Does Theo have a very awkward hug with her?
She needs to pry her off too.
I think Theo's gonna try and do uphanded high fives.
Oh no.
Yeah.
She'll reach out with her arms and Theo will grab both hands and just
oh no, it's somebody trying to give a fifth bump and you wanted a high five. Yeah.
Oh no.
Except it's both hands.
I think as Theo's holding Catrell, just, we should get you some shoes.
Because I don't think I've met... Catrell is no longer wearing the same clothes she's been wearing this whole time. I think she is wearing a long sleeve denim shirt and some black jeans.
Is it clearly a guy's clothes?
Yes.
Cool. We should get you some shoes. and is going to pull Catriel to the shoe selection, get her some bowling shoes.
Okay.
I think Mark's going to follow and try to get his pair of shoes.
Catriel's going to let this happen, but we'll have very little idea of why you are. So is it like a tribe?
What do you mean?
What?
Are we joining this family and we all have the same feet?
No. So you see that wood over there. Theo's going to point to like the lanes, the bowling lanes. You need special shoes to be on the wood and to bowl. It's kind of like, do you know like ice skating or swimming?
That would be sea stuff.
Do you know what parachuting is or skydiving?
Theo will manipulate someone for fun.
11. Or like birds. Birds fly.
Uh-huh. So these are like wings, but for bowling.
Yeah, it's something that you need to do the activity and to be safe.
Got it.
Cool. Can you give me your shoe?
Who, Catriel?
Yeah.
Okay. I think she just like lifts up her leg and holds it out so for Theo to catch.
Theo will like grab her and just take the shoe off. Look at whatever size is in there.
Okay.
Grab the shoe or the appropriate shoes. Mark,
they're very scuffed light gray Skechers.
What shoes do you need?
How big are his feet? 10s.
Sounds right.
Theo will grab those. Hand them to Mark. Theo will give Catriel the bowling shoes to put on her own feet. I'm just gonna grab like a black and blue galaxy ball.
Catriel's going to grab the one that looks the most like clouds and sky.
Mark's going to pick one that looks like obsidian. He's like looking through all the balls and then he's like...
Catriel is like holding and like looking at all the different sides of this bowling ball and being like, I think I love bowling.
Theo's gonna put in our names in like the thing. She'll do Cat, C-A-T. Is that how she spells her name?
She spells it with a Q.
No, she'll stop you. Oh no, she'll do it herself very quickly. Q-A-T-R-A-I-L-E.
Okay.
It's different words. I have different words.
Theo will put in Theo and Mark. Oh shoot, you should have put her name first.
Well,
she's not gonna know what to do.
I have actually
This is
better
great.
news.
This is great.
No, this is actually much worse news because now you are both going to have to pay attention to Catriel. She'll step up onto the
just like walk
onto the slightly raised part and go, what now?
So roll the ball towards those white pins at the end of the lane. Oh no.
She does, you know, the grandma throw.
Yeah.
Bends down, puts it between her legs, and then pushes it, and it goes markedly slowly.
Yep.
It takes an entire 15 to 20 seconds to get all the way down, and then it drifts slightly to the left and knocks over 4 pins.
Oh,
Hey, there you go.
Now just wait for your ball to come back up, and you get to do it once more. And then it's my turn.
You're a natural.
Her ball comes up. She does exactly the same thing again. It rolls to the right this time and knocks over 2 more pins.
The 6 guys for anybody keeping track.
All right, Lauren, you keep the scoreboard.
Thanks.
Do you think when the thing comes to take all the pins away, she's like, why didn't I just do that?
Well, that's not how you play the game.
No, it's resetting it. The
For the next player.
Yeah,
well, she said it was going to be her turn next, and on her turn, she just had it grabbed.
Well, no, it's resetting. See, all of the pins are coming back.
Yeah, so the next person can do it.
Oh, okay. So it reforms itself like a cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I thought bowling was going to have more to do with the heavy part, but I think I still get it. Is there food with bowling?
Yes. I'm going to go get us some food. What do you guys want? They have pizza and candy.
I'll do a water.
I'll have a pizza and candy.
A water and a pizza and candy. Got it.
And
Mark goes over.
leaves while Theo's about to bowl.
Oh, but he is so focused on a piece of pizza and candy right now.
Yep.
You're blowing this, Mark. Catrell is going to stand right next to you as you bowl like this entire process.
Okay. Could I get a little space? Like you can stand right.
You have space
here,
on that
Theo's
side.
just gonna move. Theo will move a little to the left. She's gonna just follow me.
I think she'll like step back a few inches.
Okay, just a little. I just want some breathing room. Yeah, Theo's gonna try her best at bowling.
I want you to roll act under pressure.
13 advanced move.
That's a strike.
I think Mark comes back and he's got like 3 slices of pizza and 3 boxes of candy, and he's like half eaten pizza, like stuffed in his face, and he's like, where all the pins go?
So he comes back. I think immediately after that happens, Catrell's eyes go wide and she goes, "You did everything different and better."
I mean, the way that you did it is fine too.
Yeah, you did good. I don't know what you're talking about. No.
Mark, it's your turn.
Catrell will whisper to you, "Try to do it the good way."
All right, so I think Mark grabs his obsidian ball, polishes it a little bit. All right. So yeah, Mark takes a step up to the plate.
Roll act under pressure, Mark.
9.
Okay, so I'm going to have that ride as you knock down all but 3 the first time.
Ooh, so close.
Hey, not bad.
And your ball comes back and you are able to take out the remaining pins for a spare.
I think Mark dances to a seat and sits.
Okay, I think I got it. And then she'll go up by herself, leaving you two to talk.
So how have things been?
It's been okay. Finally got some sleep. Hung out with Anna a little bit.
That's good.
How about you? How's it been with a roommate now?
Interesting. I'm seeing things differently now.
What do you mean?
Well, as you can see, she isn't the
Normal?
most knowledgeable when it comes to life things.
As you say that, one of her balls rolls directly into the gutter.
Oof.
Well, I can see that you're taking good care of her.
I think I found a shortcut.
To Theo's comment that Mark is taking good care of her, she's kind of pointedly, but I don't know if Mark picks up on it. Theo's referring to the Catrell's clothes.
Mark, roll plus sharp.
9.
She said something nice, but she seems mad.
What did I do? I'm just kidding. Is something wrong?
Roll manipulate someone.
9. We're rolling a lot of 9s tonight.
If I tell him I roll experience or gain experience.
Yeah, which I can tell you're desperate to do.
No, this is fun.
You seem like something's wrong. Is it because I'm taking care of Catriel? I mean, do you think there's something going on there? She's like 15.
No, I know that. Like, that'd be weird.
Illegal.
That too.
Even more uncomfortable than this actually is. Though I'm one to talk.
Just, I must be just a little, like, cranky. Like, we just got back from there yesterday, and Anna already wants help with stuff, which I'm totally fine. Like, I don't mind helping her, and, like, it's, like, that's what she would, like, do for me.
I'm sorry. I should have, like, I've been so sidetracked, like, helping her and everything like that. I haven't really given time to you. I should.
Well, we're out bowling, aren't we?
Well, we are now. I'm saying before, like.
So I did the thing that Theo did, but it made the symbol of what Mark did.
Yeah, that's still good. I mean, you got all of the pins one way or another.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
But I got them all at the same time.
Wait, oh, she got a strike?
She got a spare.
She got a gutter ball and then hit them all.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
And she's confused.
She picked up at the spare.
Yeah.
That's the name of the game. You got all the pins down. That's all you got to do. So what do you think, Cacho? Is this your cup of tea?
I think she takes one of the boxes of candy from you and rips it open with her mouth and starts pouring it in. She's just like, "Yes, right.
Careful with the candy. You'll get a sugar high rush thing.
No, I'm down here.
Okay.
Theo, you're up, so Catrell and Mark get to talk for a second.
Mm-hmm.
So you know that shortcut that you're trying to take? Don't take that.
Why?
It's not the best thing to do with bowling.
What's the best thing to do with bowling?
You got to balance it on the wood and get it all the way down and then hit the pins. Because if it falls off, then your points you don't get any points for that.
So it's how you get there that matters.
Yes.
She thinks about this very deeply.
Don't think too hard about it. Pretty simple. Just keep it straight and hit the pins. As many pins as you can.
A small ruckus goes up at the bar, but then when you turn to look, it's those guys, but they're...
Do I notice, do I recognize any of them from...
Roll a bad situation.
12.
Okay. You're asking if you recognize any of them. One of them you know for sure. You know him from when you used to work the city desk. That this was a guy who was always in and out of the police blotter.
Okay.
It's a guy who goes by Bones Murphy. It's definitely the sort of rowdiest, slapping his friends on the backiest, laughing when people are clearly mad at him-iest guy with probably a beer in one hand and a whiskey in the other. And he's just like, and he's kind of a low-level enforcer for some biker gangs around town. He sort of muscle for hire.
Okay.
And I think also you can ask one more question and I want to tell you one more thing.
Is he there with anybody else?
Yeah, he's there with 4 other no-sleeve biker-looking types. The denim vests and the flannel shirts up at the bar. They're all rowdying about and kind of shouting and carousing. Drinking and drinking and drinking, eating wings.
I can't think of any other questions right now.
That's okay. I want to tell you something.
Okay.
So part of this ruckus that just went up that you guys heard sent one of these guys sort of stumbling over to the edge of the bar.
Okay.
And sort of somewhere in between bumping and crashing into an older skinny guy sitting at the bar just nursing a beer. And he sort of pounds into him and then turns and taps him on the shoulder and by way of apology or something. But the guy just turns and he's wearing a low slung ball cap and hits him with what must be a withering gaze because the guy walks back to his friends.
Can I see or sense anything on this guy?
How do you mean? How do you want to try to see or sense something?
Anything extra normal?
I'm going to have to ask you to read about situation again.
12.
Yes. I am going to say that you notice peeking up from the collar of his shirt a tattoo.
Okay. Do I know what type of a tattoo it is?
You know what sort of origin/language it is. It's sort of a rune.
Can I gauge, is he just minding his own business or is he doing something? Can I tell where or what he's doing here?
After he gets done being accosted by this group of rowdies, he's just going to go back to drinking his beer.
I think Mark is going to just kind of stand up for a second. Hey guys, I'll be right back.
Theo, you return to the tables and chairs just in time for Mark to stand up and leave.
Again. I think Mark is going to go up to the bar and order a beer.
Okay, but Catrell's going to look at Theo and be like, but it's his turn.
Do you want to bowl for him?
Will it be mad? She points at the scoreboard.
No, go ahead.
Okay. She'll just do it and will likely not stop doing it until you guys come back. So, Theo, where do you go up after Mark?
No.
Where do you go?
I'm just going to watch Catriel. I think I was going to say if I could, actually help her. Maybe give her some pointers.
Oh, we'll help out.
Is she still, kind of doing under, grandma style?
No, she's now trying to do a version of what you were doing, but is, bringing it back and then unnaturally slowly bringing it so that it just still goes grandma style, but she's only using one hand.
So you're doing great. Like the way to like really start is to go slow.
I
But
know.
my recommendation is like, so you see those dots that are like on the lane?
Mhm.
If you try and aim and have your ball go like towards those dots,
Aim.
it should go towards the pins at the end.
Dots.
Does that make sense?
Saying words.
We'll help out.
10.
She'll do that. Still alarmingly slowly, it will go down, but this time straight down the center. And it will, in irritating slow motion, knock down domino style every single pin.
Hey, nice job.
Nice.
She beams. Cut to, I want to take a break and see what is Anna doing.
Well, I think last we had left off, I think it was Ramsey or Lincoln. I can't remember. It might have been Ramsey. Put a fucking book in front of me. It's like Vulpus or something. And told me I had to read. So I kind of imagined that she was very reluctantly was reading it and maybe passed out on the book because she had basically hadn't slept for 2 days.
Okay. Roll manipulate someone for fun.
12 advanced move.
Okay. You sort of flutter awake and feel as though you like, I don't know, like someone's thrown a pillow or a blanket over your shoulder.
She kind of like grumbles and
The
like,
pillow or blanket shifts in place on your shoulder.
she'll like open her eyes, wipe her eyes, and be like looking around. Is there an actual blanket on me?
No, as you sit up, the blanket is no longer on you because the fox has jumped off of your back.
Oh, cute. Oh, hey, Aniko.
Good morning.
Anything interesting happened while I was out?
I was given chicken.
By who? Ramsey? Lincoln?
The skinny, angry one.
That could be either.
Or both.
Mm-hmm. Are they still around here somewhere?
No, they have gone.
How long ago did they leave?
The time it takes for the sun to almost set and then finally set.
Okay. Want to help me look for something?
Yes. I want you to roll Investigative Mystery to see how well you read that book.
Okay. Yep, it's still 0. 5.
You scanned for pictures, and you found some.
Mm-hmm.
The one that you have it open to is like a really old Japanese woodblock sort of thing where the fox is screeching and has a really ugly expression on his face.
I think Anna will start looking around the Clockwork Child. I think she wants to actually look through the books, maybe.
Okay.
And see like what kind of topics and stuff there are. I think she specifically is looking for anything related to maybe her situation with like how she's kind of like here conditionally, as well as the same kind of magic that was done to make her own body. See if there's any books on that.
Roll Investigative Mystery one more time.
5.
If you're distracted that Iniko tugs on your pants with his mouth. It's just like, all of these smell the same. Are you sure this is where you should be looking?
I thought so. I'm trying to find something to help a friend, but I can't fucking make heads or tails of this.
If your friend likes to eat paper, I suppose you're looking in the right place. That is all there is in this box.
Well, sometimes there's important things on the paper, I'm told.
Like beef jerky?
Or information on where to find beef jerky, how to make it better.
Information.
Did the skinny, angry one say when they were coming back?
No, they cannot talk to me.
Really? They can't talk to you? It's just me?
I think so. I am not theirs. Swish, swish, tail back and forth.
Oh, pet him. He's so cute. Okay, she's gonna try fucking looking for one more thing, and then she's gonna fucking abandon studying. She is gonna see if she can actually find any information on tarot, on the tarot reading that they'd found in the tower's place at the Genco building.
So you can look in the back, or you can probably just find some books in the front.
Okay.
There's definitely books on tarot in the store.
Okay, so yeah, I'll go to, you said in the back, there's probably some stuff.
Yeah, you'd have to roll for that.
But I wouldn't have to roll for stuff in the front.
No. You would have put them there.
Okay, I'll go with the funds in the front.
But I mean, remember the difference between what the books that are in the front and the books that are in the back. Just saying.
Fine. I'll go to the ones in the back. I'll try to see if I can find anything useful.
Like puppets at the end of my string.
Whatever. So,
roll
investigate a mystery again.
Mm-hmm.
That's Snake Eyes.
Oh boy. +0?
Yeah, that's 2.
Okay.
God damn it! I think she actually is like frustrated, like kicks the wall.
No, she kicks the bookshelf.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Oh no.
Which knocks it over.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
Now you can see them all. Very clever.
No. No, it was stupid.
He starts bounding over all the books and like sniffing them.
So cute.
No, it was just stupid. Mad. I think she starts like trying to collect them and like put them back in some sort of order.
Okay.
I think like just desperately she's like talking out like to Lowry in her mind, and she's like, do you know anything about tarot?
The cards?
Yes.
I mean, it's like a trick, right?
Some people think apparently it's like a way to read the future. I don't know. There was some interesting stuff in the office of that woman that Kira was chasing to the Sea Kingdom. She had some tarot cards, so I was trying to look into them, but...
Don't you sell those?
Yes, but...
Doesn't that mean you should know about them anyway?
Okay, I don't know everything that we sell. I am good with customers. That's where my skills lie.
Unless they ask you about tarot.
Okay, I was trying to look into it, but I struck out. So, what do you suggest I do?
Read. That's what you should do.
She will put the last book in the bookcase down harder a little bit more than she meant to. And we'll go trudge up to the front to where the fucking tarot cards are. We'll open up one of the cases and just like read what the cards mean.
Okay.
God, what the fuck was it again? It was like the fucking something of swords. Hang on, what was it? Let me, Anna, remember.
Oh, I want so badly to make you roll for this.
Are you gonna make me roll?
I think I am.
Investigate?
Yeah.
6.
Oh, buddy.
I've almost leveled up, you guys.
Just from this.
Just from how stupid I am.
Will you roll plus charm for me, please?
11.
Okay. You hear echoing in your mind, oh my god! And suddenly you can see in your mind's eye the Page of Wands upside down, the Knight of Cups upright, the Four of Cups upside down, the Nine of Swords upside down. This is your memory. Why can I...
How do you know?
By the way, you picked up an advanced tarot book back there and put it back on the shelf, but you didn't even pay attention.
I tried reading it.
You tried finding it, you knocked it over, you picked it up, you put it back down. Are you trying?
Yes, okay. I'm not good at this stuff. Just fuck off.
Somewhere you hear a door slam. It's the cabin door in your mind.
Oh, okay. Page of Wands upside down, Knight of Cups upright, Four of Cups upside down, Nine of Swords upside down. Just literally just like repeating them over and over and over again, and then she's gonna go find the fucking advanced tarot book.
You hear the other Page of Wands upside down, Knight of Cups right side down, Four of Cups upside down.
Oh no.
He's helping.
Yeah.
So, what you find,
Yeah.
Page of Wands reversed, which is the proper term that the book will say. You recall in what Lowry showed you that she had drawn an owl on a post-it note next to it.
Yep.
And it means lack of direction, procrastination, creating conflict.
Okay.
Knight of Cups, upright, following the heart, idealist, romantic.
Mm-hmm.
Four of Cups, reversed, sudden awareness, choosing happiness, acceptance. That was the one that she had written, flame, flight, fealty, Nine of Swords, reversed, hope, reaching out, despair. And then that she had written 4 + 5, two of them, ?
This is stupid. What does this mean? Can I find any correlation between the cards to get a sense if there is any pattern that I'm picking up on, any events or people that maybe this seems connected to?
I want you to roll plus weird.
Okay. That's a 7.
So here's what I want to tell you happens. You hear your fox's voice behind you say, maybe we should think about this.
What do you mean?
He'll walk you back over to the comfy chair in the back. Yeah, like the break room where there's sort of a low, soft couch.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll like hop up to one of the arms, spin around a little bit, and then lie down and then go, think.
Well,
He wants you to sit and meditate on it.
do you want me to actually meditate and roll for it?
I'm suggesting to you that you have rolled for it.
Okay. She will try to spend some time just thinking, taking a mental inventory of what she knows about her friends, about events recently, about Tower, and she will try to ignore the anger that she feels at Lowry for calling her an idiot, and will try to just center herself.
I will tell you that it doesn't go great
Yeah.
because you are not in a good place.
Mm-hmm.
But I will tell you that sort of through the shadow of the blankness that you try to create in your mind, something does sort of reach out to you from within your own intuition. And it is this. It's you. Theo and Mark. Mark, you've gone up to order a beer. All right, sunglasses at nighttime. You got it, bud. The bartender slides the beer up to you.
I think Mark just kind of snickers a little bit, takes a sip of his drink. So I was gonna walk up near the suspicious guy and get a drink.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna mess with that guy yet, but I want to see just out of the corner of my eye if he's reacting to me being there.
No, he seems fully intent on drinking his beer at a perfectly regular pace.
I think Mark takes a sip of his drink. So what's your story?
I'm thirsty, and I'm trying to put a stop to that. Sip.
Well, you sure have a way of words. You made that guy over there look a little worried.
He was bothering me. Sound familiar?
What if I was here to tell you I could help?
You want to buy me a drink?
I don't like this. What do you want?
Solitude.
I mean, what type of drink you want?
Beer. Light.
Hey, bartender, can you get a light one over here?
Bartender will nod. Draw you another beer. Stick it next to his that's only half gone. Look at that. My hero.
Something tells me you want more than beer. Well, and solitude.
Why are you wearing those stupid sunglasses?
Because you'd be asking a lot more questions if I wasn't.
Doubt it. Sip.
I sure have a lot of questions, like that tattoo you got on you.
You do have a lot of questions. But he'll gesture towards the beer. But I'd say that's mission accomplished out of you. I needed help, and you helped. Here's to you, stranger. You hear some pins go down behind you, and then a young voice shoot up. Mark! I got you another strike thing!
Mark just kind of laughs under his breath. Well, if you need anything. And then Mark turns around, and then in his telepathy goes, let me know.
No.
And then he walks back.
All right.
Hey, nice job.
I think I'm getting this. Plus, it's also actually my turn now. So I'm gonna. Okay.
Okay. All right. Go for it. Mark sits back down and kind of watches on the lane. Is Theo sitting there?
Mm-hmm.
Theo's sitting on the other side of you, like across.
I think he's gonna sit next to you.
Okay.
Guy at the bar got runes on, or like inscription tattoos on him. Not sure what they are, but the guys over there, one of them saw him and looked pretty worried. So just keep an eye on him if you're facing that direction. Just want to make sure everything's good.
Okay. I mean, maybe we should just avoid him and not cause any trouble.
Right.
We are hanging out after all.
Of course. I just want to make sure we're safe.
Yeah.
Did you get any pins?
Nope. Haven't made it that far yet. Catrell bowled for you, and now she's bowling for herself.
Well, she's doing pretty good. We could go do something else later too together. Like just you and I if you want to.
Yeah. I'd like that.
Cool. I think Mark holds her hand for a second.
Oh, I was gonna say if he does that, I think Theo will relax a little bit and put her head on his shoulder.
Aww.
Can I quickly just scope out the guy that Mark pointed out, specifically looking at the runes on the guy's neck?
Mm-hmm. Lord, a bad situation.
I leveled up.
Oh.
Roll a 5.
I have an important question.
And to be clear, I'm not using my third eye.
That was my question.
Okay, yeah, I don't think Theo's trying to take a night off.
Hey, you can't tell. You see a guy with a cap on, and I think like a light canvas jacket with the collar actually pulled up, so you can't see his neck.
Do I see her trying to see that?
Yeah, you see her kind of look around.
I look at her and I point to my head, and then I send her an image of the runes.
Okay, this is a good date. Theo, you get an image of basically just the top half of the rune on this guy's neck.
Okay. Is there anything familiar, or do I recognize the language or the patterns?
Yeah.
Great. Are you going to tell me more about this tattoo or not? Just that I recognize it?
Roll investigate a mystery. What else do you want to know?
That's going to be a 7.
Then you get one question.
Why is this tattoo familiar?
It's one of the ones your brother has.
Any idea?
Do you do that telepathically?
No, I say it out loud. But without any context, it doesn't really mean anything.
Mark, will you roll plus weird for Skynet?
10.
Okay. The line is secure.
I think Theo, squeezes your hand and, with her head, on your shoulder. It's familiar, but I just want to focus on hanging out with you guys.
Mark kind of, looks at you a little bit, squints, and then he's like, okay. Is Catriel done with her?
Yeah, I think she's as you guys sort of come out of your telepathic conversation, she's absolutely just standing there.
Oh my god!
Can I bowl for all of you, or do you want to be yourselves?
I'd love to throw a ball around, if you don't mind.
Cool. Be Mark. She hands you the obsidian ball. It's his turn.
Oh, dang it.
Mark looks back at Theo, smiles, and then goes up to the alley, takes the ball, and
if you need any pointers, Mark, I can give you some.
As you say that, he watched TV one time and he saw a bowler on TV, just one time.
He took notes in his notebook.
I think it was a cartoon because Mark tiptoes up to it and then throws the ball.
Was it the Flintstones?
Can you please roll plus char?
Sustained.
8.
So I have good news and bad news. Good news is it works. I think it knocks down 9 of the pins. You do look ridiculous. And lots of people are laughing at you. Like up and down the lane, just like, oh my God, get a load of shades over here.
Aw.
But I do think you manage a sort of bow at the end to Theo to like
So I
own
like
it.
tiptoe, throw, and then bow, and then I walk back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Theo
Do it-
kind of smirks
Theo,
and claps a little bit.
Yeah, it's your choice whether you are charmed by that.
Like a little bit.
Yeah, it's pretty cute.
Can Theo roll now?
Sure.
What I really want to get everybody like to shut the fuck up. So I really want to roll a really amazing strike.
Well,
That's
why
up
don't
to
you
the
roll
dice.
act under pressure?
No, Johnny, you're not gonna let me just have it. Fine.
To which he responds, "Why on earth would I let you do that?"
Because I rolled a 12 advanced move.
Oh fuck!
Everybody who had been laughing at your lane, you lock eyes with each of them, I think. Acceptable. And they all are like, I think the word is cowed, where they're just like, oh, geez. Why don't we check in on Kira?
Last we had left off, Kira and Tommy were going to go get some food. And I sort of imagined that over the course of their meal or whatever, she tells them everything about what happened, Abigail's deal is, all that stuff.
All right. I want to know what the, like, as we cut to you finishing the story, what is the thing that I want you to open this?
So I don't know what to do. For a while, I was feeling pretty numb. I wasn't feeling anything at all. And then Casey brought me to Doors now to talk to the director.
Tommy's eyes go wide at that, like he's locked in.
And I finally felt something. Fury. I've never felt fury before, but that's where I was. I wasn't gonna kill him, even though I wanted to. I just wanted to ask him questions to get answers for the first time in my fucking life.
And Casey ordered me to leave.
Ordered.
She said it was an order, so I quit. I haven't talked to her since. And I need somewhere to put that anger, Tommy, and I can't. Dad said that all that there was scorched earth, what Ember did. Maybe it wasn't her. Maybe it was just me. Because with how angry I feel right now, I could take the whole world with me and I wouldn't care.
I'd care.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I just feel so lost. I don't want to do that. I don't, but what if we can't stop it? What if I'm the reason that the whole world ends?
When we started doing this, my brother and I always used to say, someday there's going to be a monster that we can't stop. I sort of said it to be an asshole because, well, he can get a little big for his britches. But you know what he started to say to me? We'll have to make sure somebody else will. This thing that's happening to you, it's not just on you to stop it.
I know, but I still feel responsible. I need something to make sense. I mean, I guess we can talk to Lincoln. Dad seemed to think that he could help, but I'm still really angry.
Good. Because that's what it's going to take. I didn't always get along with the wolf, It was like some ancient ancestor deep inside my animal brain wanted me to do things I didn't want to do. Full moons was even worse.
How'd you get it under control?
I made it me. I held on to the things that I knew were mine, the thoughts that were me. When you think you're out of control, you are. When you think that it's the things inside of you that are making you do something, then they are. But I know you. I know you can burn down a building without a second thought. But burning down the world and everybody that's in it, that's not you.
You sure?
You wait right here for a second. I'm going to just go grab a couple of fire extinguishers just to be safe. You know what? I got a better idea. Can we get a couple of milkshakes?
I think Kira will actually grab Tommy's hand. You don't have to do that.
No. None of us has to do anything.
I think Kira gives Tommy a kiss. You're the best thing that ever happened to me. Like, literally, the best thing.
Roll manipulate someone.
Okay. That's a 13. Advanced move.
Funny. I was just about to say the same thing.
Do you want to go to Lincoln's with me?
Let's cancel those milkshakes.
Or maybe to get him to go. That's fine.
Let's get those milkshakes to go.
DuckTales, woo! Wait. Sorry, podcast. Got it.
Hi, John. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
I can't believe it's not just Lauren and I now.
I know.
John's here. I feel like he's invading our personal space.
Whoa.
Just a little bit.
This was supposed to be our time. Just kidding.
Yeah.
We're happy to have you here, John.
You know what? It's
Yeah.
Mark's time, okay? It's Mark's time.
Welcome, John. How are you?
Doing good. Never better.
Miah, do you want to tell us about what's going on?
Yeah, I'd love to tell you guys what's going on and what's happening next. If you are subscribed to our Patreon, our latest episode of Blades of Brickwall dropped today. Woo!
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you're not, in cover story news, we'll be back with a brand new episode on June 20th. Shit. It's June 20th, you guys. Well,
will
it's
be.
June 20th, but it's June.
Mhm.
That's weird.
Yes. We would like to give you guys just a couple of reminders. As usual, if you would like to support the show, there are a couple of great ways to do so. You can leave us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your listening platform of choice. As a side note, I did the cardinal sin of voice recording. I'm eating ice cream right now, and my throat is closing up.
I was going to say, you sound like you have a frog in your throat.
So definitely leave us a review, but also be sure to tell your friends about us, because word of mouth is the best way for a show like ours to grow and get noticed.
We also love new friends.
And you can follow us on social media on Twitter at Monsters Playbook, Facebook and Instagram and Tumblr at Monsters Playbook. And of course, you can also join us on Discord.
Our Discord's pretty fun. It's a good place.
It's a lot of fun.
If you're able to and would like to support us monetarily, you can subscribe to our Patreon. We have lots of bonus content, like Blades of Brickwall, which is a mini campaign that we're running, playing the system Blades in the Dark. Or you can purchase some of our merch or donate a coffee on Ko-Fi. All of these links and more can be found in our Direct Me profile in this episode's show notes.
Our promo for this week is for Ghosts on a Train, a bi-weekly tabletop podcast where 4 friends play ghost lines. Take a ride on the Pride of Duskwall, which is an electric train traveling through ghost-infested territory. Let's take a listen.
We interrupt your scheduled audio programming to bring you this message from Ghosts on a Train. Alright guys, I'll ask the question we always ask when we encounter something. Does anyone recognize them? Hannah, you look like you have something.
I mean, that's the question you usually ask when our characters run into a ghost so we can collaborate, but right now we're doing a promo, not playing. Are you talking about yourself? You're Greg, you're the GM. Is this a bit?
We always do bits, Hannah. But your character, Andrel, isn't the one leading the bolts. That's Stefan's character, Drix. Stefan, what's Drix's first move?
Do any of these moves work on promos? Normally we're a team of 3 goons keeping ghosts off of our train, but I guess Drix is gonna try and impress the listeners with a rope trick.
Awesome. What do you think you would employ to impress a listener?
Finesse, right?
I mean, obviously, Drix is the show-off.
Guy, you spoke before anyone could organically say your name. Quick, introduce yourself, and what's your character, Pip, doing?
Oh, you just introduced me. I'm Guy, and Pip's gonna take a little something to warm him up through the promo.
You're taking Greg's weird promo bit in stride.
Well, Hannah, that's because I know listeners have already decided to hear our journey to bust the biggest ghost, the Immortal Emperor!
You guys don't even know if he's a ghost.
Boxcars! I rolled 2 6s. The listeners are gonna check out Ghosts on a Train, where we play Ghost Lines by our man J-Dog, aka John Harper.
Wait, we don't personally know John. We can't say that.
Shut it, Greg. We're gonna kill the J-Man's Immortal Emperor!
You can't just...
We're gonna bust this whole thing wide open!
Yeehaw!
Listen to Ghosts on a Train, a Ghost Lines actual play. Take a trip on the Bride of Duskwall, an electric train protected by these 3, professionals.
You can find out more about Ghosts on a Train on their Twitter at ghosts_train or on their website, which we've linked in this episode's show notes. And all right, let's...
Wait.
Miah started doing this recently, and I didn't like the last. I didn't like the last one.
Are these dad jokes?
Unfortunately, no. Not always.
Not even dad jokes? Jeez.
Okay. Since our episode's coming on Tuesdays, I've been doing Tuesday jokes. On what day of the week do monsters eat people? Tuesday.
Oh, okay, that was a dad joke.
I'm going home.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
All right, Mark and Theo, you've gotten things back on track. Mark, Catrell is like inches away from taking a big gulp out of your beer.
Yeah.
Huh?
You don't want to take a drink of that. You won't like it.
But you drank it.
Oh, it's something I've gotten used to over a certain period of time. It also messes with your brain a little bit.
Will manipulate someone.
Can I help out?
Mess. How will you help out?
It'll make you sick.
Roll help out.
I rolled a 9 for help out.
Okay, what did you roll for to convince her?
9.
Okay, with the +1, that's a 10. So I think Catrell will like kind of roll her eyes, put the beer down, and look at you, Theo, and go, maybe it'll make you sick.
And I think Mark walks over and just be like, eh.
I mean, sometimes it does make me sick.
Oh, but I do know a drink that you might like.
Mm?
Oh no.
Stay right here. He's gonna go get her a slushie.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
And he's gonna get Theo a slushie too.
Okay. Theo will guard Mark's drink.
Whew, crisis averted.
Catrell, have you ever had a hamburger before?
In the background, you hear Mark taking a drink from the slushie.
She furrows her brow and she goes, I don't think so, but she has.
Who?
I know about them up here, where my words are.
Wait, what do you mean she?
Oh.
Yeah, guys.
Oh boy.
Remember last episode?
I know.
I remember. Theo does not know.
I chose not to
explore that.
Wait, what do you guys mean?
You were talking about how that girl liked bowling, but not Catrell had no concept of it.
Mm-hmm. Her, the one who was here before. She'll pull up one of the sleeves of her denim shirt and point at the bandages on her wrist and go, the one who did this.
Okay, Theo's gonna roll her sleeves back down. She doesn't want to draw people's attention. Okay.
I don't think she liked hamburgers, but I might. Do you like hamburgers?
They're not bad, depending on where you get them from. Can I try something with you?
I would love for you to try something with me.
Okay, come here, sit next to me.
Okay.
I want to read a bad situation.
What do you want to do specifically?
I specifically want to open up my third eye.
I'm very glad you said that. Okay. Roll it.
8. I get 2 holds. Is she sharing a body with Ketrel?
No.
Is Ketrel in any danger?
I mean, no more or less than any of you. What are you asking?
I guess I more so mean, like, is there any side effects of Ketrel being in this body?
Not that you can see. I think you can tell now with more specificity because you've done this kind of investigation before. She's been attached here. You've asked both your questions. Now I'm telling you the invisible things you see. So Theo sees what Mark saw, but because Mark, when I think he had looked, hadn't rolled quite as well and hadn't done this kind of looking before, Theo has, most notably with Quinn. She's been attached here by means of dead life.
Yep. Just got an anchor.
Artificially.
I think Theo's gonna, like, brush away, like, her third eye, like, close it. And to Ketrel say, the 3 of us should hang out again some other time.
Is this going well?
I mean, you bowled a strike. That's really good.
I think it sucks that it's only called a strike if you do it the first time.
Yeah, it is a little weird. But I mean, it also feels kind of good because, like, the first time you did really well. Whereas, like, the second time you did, like, okay. Like, it's a do-over.
I get it. Because if you can save somebody before something bad happens, then you're a hero. But if you have to save them after, then you're something else.
That's a weird analogy.
Thank you.
Mark arrived with the slushies now.
Yes. Oh, hey, Mark.
This one's for you, and this one's for you.
I like how bright it is.
Your tongues will change color.
It tastes brighter than it looks.
Also, don't drink it all at once or else your brain is going to start hurting.
Sip, sip, what? Sip.
If it starts to hurt, just do this. And Theo puts her thumb to the roof of her mouth.
I think Catrell's hand goes to her head, and she's like, ow, and she reaches her other hand towards Theo's mouth.
No, your own hand. You're going to do that. Fuck you, Johnny.
Oh, right. Yeah. Whoa.
Oh my god.
Well, that was a good game, guys.
Yeah.
Catrell took quite a few bowls, but that's okay.
You learned how to bowl.
There you go.
She looks at the scoreboard and she's like, I think I'm a better you than you are, Mark.
No one's better than Mark.
You know, that's a good way of putting it. All right.
Why don't you take your shoes off and I'll return them?
Oh, good idea. Mark takes off his shoes and hands them to Theo. And then as he's handing them to Theo, be like, actually, here, why don't you guys give me the shoes? And then he goes and delivers them.
No. I'll take the shoes. Catrell takes all the shoes away from you guys and goes, I get it now. And walks them back up to the counter.
This is so interesting, Theo.
And she walks past somebody and looks at them and goes, we're not part of this family anymore.
In Mark's head, he's like, I've never been the less weird one. This is so strange.
Oh,
Theo, you hear that. So now you two are alone.
What are you doing the rest of the day?
Well, I was going to take Catrell back to the house and make sure she's fed. And
I mean, yeah, maybe some actual food instead of just sugar.
Yeah, I have a feeling that Slushy's going to do weird things.
She's going to crash hard. Did you know that she has dead life a part of her?
No, but I knew that something weird was going on. I could kind of sense it.
Yeah. Maybe put that in the back of our, on one of our lists of to-dos. Maybe bring it up with Kira.
I was just going to say, that would be a good next step there. But yeah, I'm not doing anything after I bring her back. You want to come over? Should I come over to your place again?
No. I'm not ready for that yet. Oh, so Domino says hi.
Oh, he does.
He's a little upset because you didn't bring anything with you to give to him, but I'll share my slushie with him.
Was he expecting gifts?
He's a cat.
Well, I guess the bird does like eating food that what does he want?
Cat things? Like you could catnip, cat toys. I mean, I'll share my slushie with him.
What's catnip?
It's an herb for cats. It kind of smells like weed.
Oh. Is that like illegal?
No. If you just go to like a pet store and just ask them where the catnip is, they'll point you in the right direction. But you don't have to worry about it. He's a cat.
Well, I kind of like your cat. He's cool. He can talk. My bird can't talk really, but
yeah. But to your earlier question, I'd love to come over, but I feel really bad that I've been putting off Anna. She asked to hang out, and I promised her that I would like help her with like her studying.
Okay. No, that's fine. I'll look after Catrell tonight and make sure that she's all good. And yeah, whenever we get a chance, we'll hang out again.
Yeah, like the three of us can hang out, and then maybe Anna or Kira could keep an eye on Catrell.
Yeah, I think that sounds like a good time.
Mark, roll rate of that situation.
Oh my god, I want Kira and Tommy to babysit Catrell so bad.
10.
You immediately understand that this should have been a bowling for just the two of you. And she is trying to, she wants you to ask her to hang out just the two of you.
Right. I mean, maybe let me talk to some people and see if we can get Catrell off our hands for a bit, and then we can go do something together.
Hey, maybe we can go plant shopping, like you asked.
Oh, because Mark needs plants.
Oh yeah. No, plants would be good. I never thought of having plants in my house.
Well, you don't have to put them in your house. You could also put them around your house, since you own it, I believe.
I do own it. Yeah, I guess I never thought of plants. I only thought of furniture. Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
You hear a soft ga-thump, ga-thump, ga-thump as Catrell jumps down each stair.
Well,
Child!
It looks like the sugar is kicking in.
Hey, Catrell, are you doing okay?
Yeah, I'm great. I'm really great. I feel really great, Mark. I feel great. Mark. Great's what I feel. I feel great.
I think he's going to grab her by the shoulders.
Ha!
Hey,
great.
I'm glad you're great.
I'm glad
you ready to go home?
I know.
All right, guys.
Time to go home. You want to go home? I'll race you home. You can tell, Mark, she is about to have some wings pop out of her back.
No.
And I think
I'm going to win. I'm going to beat you home.
I think Mark jumps around her and grabs her, just like, don't.
We'll act under pressure.
Can I?
How are you going to help out?
Force of will.
Ooh, okay.
7.
13, advanced move. Well, 13.
It's Force of Will is not an advanced move.
I'm aware. I've played
Is help
this
out
game.
an advanced move?
Yes, it is.
Well, then fuck. Mark, you just rolled a 12.
Holy Jesus.
So you like spin her around and grab her in a big hug and hold the wings from coming out. And she's like, what is this? What is happening?
Don't let anyone know you have wings.
But they're so cool.
It's kind of a secret. Like, okay, so you know heroes?
Mm-hmm.
The people who save people? The really, really, really cool thing about them is that nobody knows that they're a hero. Like, that's like kind of the really cool thing about it.
It's a secret.
So it's like cool when you're cool, but it's cooler when nobody knows that you're cool.
Yeah, like it's really cool that you can do these things, but nobody knows.
Because no one can explain it. It's like a magic trick. And Mark just kind of like says that in a question.
It's like a strike.
It's like
How is it like a strike?
Explain this metaphor, please.
All right, bridge the gap. Do it.
So a strike is really cool, and you want to like surprise people that you shit.
You want to surprise people that you shit.
Like how when Mark did his dance and everybody laughed, and then you did it good and everybody stopped laughing because they didn't think you would. If you show them the trick, then they can figure it out. And then it's not magic anymore. I get it. Let's go home at normal speed for humans. And she winks obnoxiously.
And Mark obnoxiously winks back with a flaming eye.
Presumably.
And puts his glasses yeah, allegedly. And then he fake sneaks over to his bike. All right, let's go.
I think before she leaves, Catrell will want to walk up to Theo and hold out both of her hands above her head.
Theo put her hands on hers.
I had a really fun time. I think I like bowling. And I think I also like you.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a fun time. You're great at bowling.
Yeah.
I'm not as good as bowling as you are when you're you. But when I'm me, I guess I still don't understand what the scoreboard thing was.
What do you
We'll talk
mean?
about it.
We'll figure it out next time.
As Catrell's getting on the bike, Mark looks over at Theo, blows her a kiss, and then drives off.
Theo, what do you do?
Stand a little bit stunned, but waves. Are you about to ruin this moment?
Yes, I am. A guy pushes past you, gets on his motorcycle, and drives off.
Is it the guy with the hat?
It is the guy with the hat.
Does he go the same way as Mark? Does he start following Mark at all?
Yeah.
Fuck!
Yeah. Yes, he does.
Damn it.
One thing, Mark's telepathy is still up.
Good point.
Theo will reach out to Mark using Skynet. So I know I just said goodbye to you. I don't want to alarm you, but you're being followed.
Guy with the hat.
Yeah, and I think that it might be my brother, Deacon.
Got it. I'm going to try and lose him here. 10-4. How can I clock him in my mirror?
Yeah, a couple seconds after she gets at you, you can see somebody sort of speeding to catch up and then falling back to a sort of comfortable distance. And you want to try to duck in and out of alleys and such to try to lose him?
No, I think I'm going to try and act as though I don't know that he's there.
Okay.
I'm going to stop at a stoplight and then take a left around a building.
Sure do.
As I come around the building, can I use my skywalk or my what is that what I call it? Skywalk?
That's what your angel wings?
Skywalk, yeah.
Yeah. Can I use skywalk to basically drive into and out of the portal that I create or whatever to my house?
So because you are trying to bring your motorcycle and Catrell, it will be a roll. Give me that sweet complication.
9.
You don't quite manage it.
And that was really close. Didn't quite manage it. And we weren't going that fast, so she would have just probably rolled or something like that.
Oh, that's what you think.
I got a 9, come on.
You are all separated now.
Hey, Mark rolls up and he's like, fuck!
Roll act under pressure.
7. Fuck these dice.
Anna.
Yeah.
There's a small burst of cloud light out of which flies Mark Clayton on a motorcycle into the interior of the Clockwork Child. You hear his motorcycle vroom. You hear his brakes screech. You hear him shout, "Fuck!"
Does he ruin anything? Is he about to crash into something? Can I try to use shield spell to protect the merchandise?
Please roll it. Please.
I think Mark lays his bike down and just spins a little bit.
Goes into a responsible skid.
Oh wait, watch out. Roll plus weird. Okay. There we go. 14.
Okay.
Which, I mean, this is an inanimate object, but functionally what that means, on a 10 plus, the harm is reduced by 2. So I don't know if I, shield the merchandise or not, but...
You shield the merchandise?
But not Mark.
I have armor.
I think quite literally, Anna's like, No, not the bookshelf. I just put that together.
I've been through so much.
Yeah.
So you skid and slam Mark into a basically invisible wall.
Ow! Anna.
What kind of armor do you have?
2 armor.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
You're welcome. I keep track of everyone's stats.
Thank you, sweet. Mom friend, but sad. Yeah, Mark slams into this thing with a sickening metallic crash. So does his motorcycle. And then, Mark, you hear like a wet cracking noise as Catrell slams into its shoulder first.
Oh, she's with?
She's on his motorcycle.
Okay. I wasn't sure if they like separated or not.
You all appear in the wrong place.
I think that literally, quite literally, was just like gut reaction is what Anna did. And then she's like, oh, fuck. Sorry.
That's okay.
What?
Catrell, are you okay?
I don't think so.
Oh.
She stands up and her right arm is hanging limply by her side.
Oh no!
Oh, buddy.
Oh no!
No.
Oh,
Oh shit!
I can fix this. I can fix this. Come here.
I'm supposed to be able to move this. I'm not moving it.
Yeah,
Did she take
Yeah,
it back?
just hold tight. Hold tight. We gotcha.
Okay.
Here, sweetie. And I think, can Anna actually like take off, like, maybe I imagine she's wearing like a cardigan or something. She takes it and tries to like make it into like a makeshift little sling for her, just so that she doesn't move her arm.
I kind of want that to be a protect someone roll.
Okay. 8.
You don't do great.
Yeah, I imagine it probably hurts putting it on, but
Ow, 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 ow.
it's
ow.
okay. Here, once we get it in, you can just keep it still. I have something.
Can we skip to that part, please, then?
Yeah. Yes. I'm sorry. We can just put it here and just rest it.
Okay.
And
ow,
then
ow.
I
okay.
will get you something for the pain.
What's Anna gonna get her for the pain?
Quite honestly, I think she's like looking through like the herbs and trying to see if there's any like sort of calming agent, and then she is gonna probably do some sort of, if there's like a spell to like help regrow bones or like mend bones or something in her spell book.
So 100%, Iniko is sniffing around some powdered root and like looks at you and then at it. So you know that like this is going to be your painkiller thing.
Okay.
And I think part of the nature of Catrell's unique condition is that she can tell you nothing's broken. It's just wrong. It means her shoulder is dislocated.
In that case, I need you to stay very, very still.
The fox is going to scratch at the jar of the powdered root.
Yeah, I think Anna will give her some of that. However, it would be administered. I don't know if it literally is just like eaten or like smoked or inhaled. Like,
Roll investigate a mystery.
Okay. First one is a 6. Hang on. Oh, can I take the one that fell on the floor?
Fine.
He's a benevolent demigod.
Because it's
Game
also
jail.
a 6, which means it's a 12, which is literally the best I can roll for investigate a mystery.
The lights go out in Johnny's apartment, and when he wakes up, he's in game jail.
Deacon as in Theo's brother?
I think so. Theo got a look at this guy when we were at the bowling alley. Yeah, we all went bowling. And there was a guy there that had some runes inscribed on him. And I showed it to Theo, and Theo was thinking it might be her brother. So,
Brothers, they're the worst, am I right? I say to Lowry.
do I hear that?
Well, I'm saying it to you, but as if I am referencing Lowry, as in he is the worst.
Yeah. And then I think Mark goes, oh.
Within yourself, Anna, you hear a door open slightly and then close firmly. So you are aware that this particular powdered root is, you are to mix it with water to form a little bit of a paste and put it on the affected area. But then you also, if you rub it onto like the gums or the interior of the nose, then it will get into the system very quickly. So.
Okay, I will do that. I will explain that to her and say, this is going to help with the pain. It might taste a little weird, but it'll make you feel real good.
And you do that, or she does it herself.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, this tastes like the opposite of slushy.
Yeah.
You rub it on.
It's not great, but I promise it will make this all better. And I think while she's distracted.
Roll that under pressure.
Yeah.
Oh.
10.
Yeah. She's like, yeah, it's going to feel. Okay. Did we just start?
It's all done.
Okay.
Now you can just relax.
Yeah, we're lucky. That could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, I really want to relax. She lays down.
I think I kind of imagine Inako just like kind of goes up to her and is just like looking at her.
I think he's sniffing like her mouth.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, this is my familiar Mark. This is Inako.
The fox looks up at you, Mark, and swishes his tail back and
Oh,
forth.
hi, little buddy. And he puts I put my glasses up to get a better look.
The fox poofs out and like stands up,
Dude.
tries to make himself very big,
It's okay, buddy.
and takes a few steps back.
Does that mean he likes me?
I think he might be a little intimidated by, the fire eyes, but
Oh, my sorry.
it's all right.
Puts his glasses back on.
So Deacon was following you guys? How's your date, by the way?
Yeah, Mark, how was it?
Mark opens his mouth and just nods his head. It was good.
It was
Why
really
do you...
good. I got a
Catrail's good at bowling.
I got a strike.
Oh, Catrail came with you.
Mm-hmm. Because, she was at my place and she wanted to go bowling.
I would have been happy to have kept her company.
It's no.
Or
no,
Kira, I'm sure would have.
It's okay. It was fun.
But that's good.
Yeah. Let's talk later.
Okay. Do you have somewhere to be?
Well, no, but Catrail's recovering and she had a really good time bowling, so I just
Really good time. I had a great Chucky.
I just imagine her just laying there with her hand up in the air. We're good.
Yeah.
This is a well-documented side effect of this incredibly powerful painkiller.
Yeah. How long, Johnny, since I rolled pretty well on my investigative roll, how long does it typically last?
If you can keep her hydrated, only a couple of minutes.
Oh, okay. Well, then I think in that case, she might get her some tea or something.
Cut to, I want to know what Theo's doing.
So what I'd like to do, what I'm hoping, is to make it back home and wait for Deacon.
Okay.
Notably, I think in his room.
Can I say at one point, because I think Kira and Tommy were going to be heading to the Clockwork Child. I do think that on the way there, Kira might have actually texted Theo to been like, may want to meet with your brother, ? Thinking that the runes we saw there might be important. And they kind of reminded me of his.
So Theo, as you are on your way back to your family home, you get a text from your friend Kira. Do you respond, or do you have more important things to do?
I think Theo would say something like, what do you mean? Like what are you referring to?
She doesn't know about Ember.
Maybe it's time.
Yeah. I think Kira would just say, you remember that whole Agent M deal? I have some explaining to do.
Are you okay?
I will be.
Sweetheart.
If you need me to be somewhere right now, I can make that happen. I just need to deal with something first.
It's okay. I'm headed to the Clockwork Child with Tommy at the moment, but we should follow up on this soon.
I'll meet you there.
Sounds good.
So you head home. You park your car in your family's egregiously spacious garage, back where it goes. You hang the key where it goes, and you head to wait in your brother Deacon's bedroom, and you open the door to find your brother Deacon lifting weights. Are we all through knocking?
What is he wearing?
Tank top and shorts, black and black.
What are you doing?
Training. He, out of breath, lets the weights just drop and bounce onto the floor that he has padded in this corner. He's like, what are you doing?
Were you at the bowling alley?
In 2010, maybe. I have shit to do. Were you at the bowling alley? He walks over and grabs a bottle of water and takes a big swig out of it. Eyes you suspiciously. With that boy, maybe?
Does anybody else have the same tattoos as you?
What's going on with you, Theora?
I saw somebody who had the same neck tattoo as you.
Okay. He has excellent taste.
I thought it was you, but I didn't get a good look at him. There's nobody else that I know that has that tattoo. Were you at the bowling alley?
Roll manipulate someone.
Fuck.
What does that mean?
Ooh,
Do you get to add +1 because he's your family?
I do. But
But,
that only makes it a 5.
Oh.
well, as I'm sure you assume, he instantly flies into a rage.
Theo instantly regrets threatening him. And I think prepares for him to swing at her.
All he is going to do in this situation is shove you hands to shoulders, back and back and back. I am not the one spying here, Theora. This is you who has barged into my room unannounced and been throwing around accusations that I'm stalking you in some bowling alley like a child. Let me do my training. Shoves you out, growls. A couple of his tattoos will flash, and he will slam the door.
Ooh. I think that Theo shakily, pulls out her cell phone and calls Mark. And she's going to head to her room.
Okay. Back to Mark and Anna. Mark, your phone rings. We're all in this to get...
Oh, shoot. Hello?
I think Anna's on the ground being like, yep, more, drink some more. Yep, more.
Yum, 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 yum. This tastes wet. No. This tastes like the sea.
Hey, are you okay?
Hey, I'm okay. Catrell dislocated her shoulder a little bit. I turned a corner and I tried to teleport us to the house while driving, and that will never happen again because we ended up sliding in through the Clockwork Child and almost broke some shit. So we're okay.
Okay.
Catrell is on drugs.
It wasn't my brother.
Just sidesteps past the drugs comment.
That sounds right for her. Anyway.
He's here at home.
So it wasn't him.
I don't think so.
Are you okay? Did anything happen to you?
You guys met my brother before.
Uh-huh.
Kira and Tommy are headed to the Clockwork Child. I'm just gonna grab some of my stuff and I'll meet you there. Just stay there, okay?
Are you okay? Is everything okay?
Yeah,
Roll manipulate someone, Theo.
Fuck you, dice. Oh yeah, 5.
She's not okay, Mark.
Do you want me to come pick you up?
No, please don't come here.
I mean, it's just your brother. Like, I can come pick you up if I need to. I have powers. I can get away.
It's not just my brother, Mark. It's my family. I don't want you to come here because I don't want you to be in danger.
With that roll, Mark, this is not what she needs you for.
Okay.
I'll be there soon. If I don't show up in like a half hour, then you can come find me. But I'm gonna pack up some of my stuff. I'm gonna grab some of the books that I need to study with Anna, and I'll come over.
Okay. If anything goes wrong, I have my line open if you want to just reach out to me. You don't have to call.
Okay.
All right. Be safe. Click.
See you soon.
Oh.
Okay.
Worth noting, Mark, it's tough to access her on Skynet right now.
Oh, that's right, because she's inside the...
Yeah.
Is that Theo?
Yeah, that was Theo. Doesn't seem like she's okay right now, but she told me to hang tight. She's going to come over here.
No, she's great at bowling. It's small.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Does the Clockwork Child have any apparel?
Yes, lots.
Any that would fit Catrell's vibe?
I mean, it depends on what you mean because it's a lot of, I think, hippie shit. Like there's band shirts for sure.
Yeah.
And then like Earth Mother hemp dresses.
Okay.
Can I ask a clarifying question? What is her vibe?
That is a good question. I mean, you can tell that her hair appears to be self-cut within the last 6 months. and just as self-dyed jet black.
I think Anna might kind of like help her to her feet. Maybe the stuff is starting to wear off because it's been a few minutes.
Swish, 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 spit, drink.
And I think she'd be like, what? Anything in here interests you? Do you want like a t-shirt or like a cool candle?
A cool candle.
One item on the house.
Boy, that's a good question.
Ooh, like this tea, I could totally see. This is totally your color. I think it's like a bright, like, vibrant blue.
I think Mark starts looking at the shirts too.
I think I want you guys to tell me what you want to take for her, because I think especially recovering from her pain shoes, she's really still figuring out what her vibe is. To give you a clue, she didn't do this to her own hair.
Yeah.
She arrived goth. Is she goth? Maybe.
I kind of was thinking something that would like give her vibes of like the Sky Kingdom. So maybe something very like airy or...
Do you mind, Lauren, if Theo brings a shirt back for Ketra?
You can bring a shirt. We can give her something else.
I don't want to steal your idea, but...
I don't know what would make sense at the Clockwork Child.
Well, if it's a band t-shirt, there will definitely be one that is like a warm colored semi tie-dye thing that has like a blue-green splotchy watercolor outline.
Yeah.
In the middle of which is a absence of an airplane. For the band, airplane.
I think, yeah, I'll give her that t-shirt, and I might honestly like I want something for her to do. So like I'm thinking like honestly give her fucking tarot cards or like a deck of just fucking regular cards or any sort of like thing that would occupy her.
Oh, please give Catrell tarot cards.
I'm so afraid of that. I don't like that.
Yeah, no, I will give her some tarot cards since she spent so much fucking time looking at them. She'll be like, you know what? Here, I think this is definitely your color. She like hands her the t-shirt. Maybe it kind of looks a little...
Sunset.
Yeah, a little bit like the sky.
Mm.
And you know what? You can take these too. You can tell the future with these.
That's Star King stuff.
Or it's really cool. It's like you're telling secrets that nobody else knows yet.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Right now, for reasons that I'm not going to explain, I want Mark and Theo and Kira and Anna and Tommy to roll a naked D6.
What if I don't want it to be naked?
Yeah, every time.
You can put a hat on it.
I got a hatted 6.
Kira got a 5, Anna got a 3, Tommy got a 6.
I also got a naked 5.
Excellent. Catrell is futzing with some tarot cards, just playing them out and being like, okay. And the next people that are going to show up are going to be Kira and Tommy.
Okay.
And Theo roll act under pressure to see how fast you can get there. And if you want to bring Catrell a shirt.
Yes. I'm also kind of wondering, that's not awesome, wondering if I would be able to stop at the library to pick up a book. Like, is there a book that I could find or know about Deacon's tattoos? Like, is there a rune book?
We'll investigate a mystery.
Okay, that's 5.
You walk into the library.
Yeah.
And sitting at the like main sort of reading table is your brother Bennett.
Theo's carrying like a bag.
He looks up from his book, looks you up and down, and goes, "Going somewhere?"
Yeah.
Looks up and to a side. It's quite late.
I was gonna go study at a coffee shop.
With an overnight bag.
Well, it has all my books in it.
He gestures to like have you show it to him.
Theo will bring the bag over and open it. It does have all of Theo's books, as well as
at least one piece of clothing.
It has 3 pieces of clothing. Oh, it's gonna look so bad. It has a oversized sweatshirt and a black jumpsuit and t-shirt.
He zips it back up, hands it back to you, eyes closed, exasperated. Is this that boy from before?
yes and no. I mean, it's not what you think.
He will cross his legs and arms and look at you expectantly and not say anything, waiting for you to elaborate.
Well, the clothes are actually for somebody else.
His eyebrows will go up.
It's just for this girl that is lost. And I don't really wear these anymore, so...
He is performatively making assumptions. So you are going to this boy's house.
No, I'm going...
Where there is another girl who will require clothing.
No, that's not what's happening.
Oops.
She doesn't have any clothes.
And you also need to bring books.
I'm going to an actual coffee shop, Bennett, and I know that she's going to be there, so I figured that I would give her some of my clothes.
We'll manipulate someone because you are lying.
No, I'm not.
It's not a coffee
You're not
shop.
going to a coffee shop.
I mean, isn't the Clockwork Child serve drinks?
That was just Lincoln.
They make tea.
They might have some kombucha.
And definitely tons of bourbon.
11.
Okay. He looks at you very sternly for a moment, and then his face softens. Ah, my youngest sister, always taking in strays. And then he'll put his feet on the ground, his hands on his knees, and stand himself up and start walking around the library and being like, what books do you require?
There's a couple of books I'm looking for if you're willing to help me find them.
Of course. I know this library the third best in our family.
Do you know if Dad has any more volumes to the Astounding Adventure of the Lariat Clan? I have volumes 13, 16, and 25.
Bennett stops. His shoulders sort of slump, and he turns his head over to look at you and says, why on earth?
My paths may have crossed with Preston Lariat, and if I'm quite honest, he was very rude and...
Were you digging in a gutter?
I mean, no. Do you know if we have any other books?
The books we have would have been gotten in a lot. Our sister always liked them.
What?
Selena. She was a fan. She always did injured things.
I feel like Theo was going to say something, but then bites her tongue real hard.
I think so too.
I'm also looking for a book on runes, and if we have a magical medicine book. I know we had one. I just can't find it.
Roll manipulate someone.
That's gonna be a 14.
Boy, do I miss bottle it up.
Advanced move.
I think the first thing, Bennett will look back over his shoulder. For the listener, let's remember that Bennett looks like Lee Pace. Tall, thick eyebrows, thick hair, consistently elegantly dressed. He looks back over his definitely tailored shoulder of his sport coat and goes, magical healing. Welcome home, Theora.
Theora feels sick.
And then he walks you over to one of the wings of the library that it does. He said, blood, bones, soul, or viscera.
Maybe soul and bones? Does flesh get covered in any of those?
That's viscera, Theora.
Then soul and viscera.
Then you want Crestus and Trenton. Here we go. And he'll put 2 books in your hand. Healing and Linguistics. And then as he's sort of walking you off to another wing of the library, he calls back over his shoulder again. Where are we off to tonight, Theora?
Studying.
With someone lost. In need of clothing and healing?
We don't really have the market on magical healing, do we, brother?
Oh, but we do. It's in your hands.
I didn't know one of us cornered that market.
We are a family, Theora, but we are a family business. He sort of reaches up to grab one of the books from this sort of language wing, and then he stops, his hand still on the book, and he looks back at you and goes, I presume you're looking for healing runes as well. You did fail this roll.
I think no.
He pulls his hand away from the bookshelf, looks up and around the rest of the books. Someone without clothes, in need of healing, and on a quest for runes. And he turns around and looks at you and just goes, I am but a card catalog. Help me find what you need.
I'm trying to find a book that has runes that look like, and Theo's gonna describe the tattoo that's on the back of Deacon's neck.
His eyes darken. And why do you need that sort of book, Theora? I understand you've been spending a bit of time with our brother.
Somebody with the same tattoos followed me, and Deacon says it wasn't him. Can somebody else have that tattoo?
What have you done, Theora?
I haven't done anything. I do want to point out, I hate myself. Last session, I think, I rolled glamour to conceal my eye, and it was a mixed success. I'm guessing that also kind of covers maybe my hand.
It tends to. Well, thank you for reminding me, because Bennett will 100% grab your right hand by the wrist, pull it up to his face, look at you, and say, what are you hiding, Theora? What have you done?
I'm trying to decide if Theo would be brave or if Theo would be scared right now.
I feel like of the relationships that she has with her family, her relationship with Bennett the Seventh is the most complicated because he is of your generation, which means he kind of grew up with you, even though he is much, much older than you. And he is the heir apparent, being the new Bennett. So he represents both the new generation and the old. So if there was going to be someone that you could practice standing up to your father on, he now has a hold of your right wrist.
I've been making friends.
He grips your wrist a little tighter and goes, what sort of friends?
The powerful kind. The kind that actually loves me. And Theo's gonna try and pull her wrist away from him.
1, roll act under pressure. 2, roll read a bad situation.
9.
Well, I love this.
5.
So you pull, finally get your hand free from him. And you look back up at him and you see his eyes are wide. And you realize that in extricating yourself from his grip, you have dropped your glamour.
No. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, shit.
And you see from behind him, through the windows, the night sky spreads into a satisfied smile, and a faraway voice says, oh, so we're friends. And Bennett now grabs both of your hands in his and says, Theora, this is very important. Tell me everywhere you've been in the last week.
Why am I suddenly important to you? Now.
Look at your eye. Look at your hand.
You're not looking at the right hand.
What do you mean?
Theo wiggles her left hand.
What do you mean?
The missing finger.
Okay. I think he will do that thing where he tugs on both of your hands to bring your attention back to him and say, stop acting like a child and tell me. This is important.
Why?
He holds up your right hand into your face. Because one of your hands is gray and one of your eyes is dead.
Just cut it off. You did it before.
He will drop both of your hands.
Are you afraid? My older brother, Bennett. Are you afraid? I don't think I've ever seen you this scared.
What I am, Theora, is concerned because I don't know if I can trust you. He stands up quite a bit straighter and taller. Where have you been?
There and back and there and back.
To the way place. The hand, his eyes. That's too. Theo, what have you become?
Nothing.
We need to talk to Father about this.
Oh, no. No, no.
No. My baby sister has gone beyond the boundaries of the world and made deals.
I haven't made any deals with him.
He taps above your forehead, above your odd eye. You've been given gifts.
I took this in the name of our family in front of the Council of Many.
Thought they were joking.
I know you all thought that.
And the hand?
It just appeared.
How?
I was saving a friend.
He walks past you to a different wing of the library. Starts looking. It's a familiar wing of the library to you. Of course. He holds out his hand for your bag.
I see. I was gonna kind of move it behind her. Why?
You've been reading our crazy uncle's rants.
I've barely started.
So you skipped around. You have his gray hand. You have his dead eye. If I wasn't looking at it in my own sister.
What's so bad about this?
I think fables, Theo. It's nonsense. It's insane Theophilos doing what insane Theophilos does, making things up, but they're true. And you took them. You brought them here.
So what are you gonna do?
My job. Then he takes the books that are on his reading table, goes and sets about putting them back in the bookshelves. Say hello to your friend who needs runes and healing and clothing. I am going to go to be Maggio. And he storms off into the hallway.
No, Bennett, wait. And I'm gonna grab his arm.
Roll manipulate someone.
I'm gonna use a luck point.
Oh boy.
Because I rolled a 7.
It's not even a failure.
This is Maya's long, proud history of using luck points to do precisely this.
Yeah, I also then want to roll magic.
To do what?
I want to use the memory spell on my brother.
Okay.
I'm in a corner. I'm panicking.
What do you mean by the memory spell?
So it's one of my rotes.
Uh-huh.
I want to remove any remembrance or knowledge of
your
my
hand
eye and hand
Okay.
from Bennett's memory.
May I presume that you've rolled already?
I did.
And?
I wish I had rolled my other dice, but I rolled a 9.
Can you explain to me and the listener what that means?
Yeah, so in my rote, what I wrote down, it says only pull out all of the memories over a period of time will realize they don't remember. And I want the magic.
This isn't to pick a glitch. That's what happens.
No, I know, but how I'm imagining it look like is Theo grabs Bennett's hand. Maybe he whirls on her, makes eye contact, and just...
Yeah. And then freezes and kind of goes placid for a moment. And then sort of stands there, and then hands fall limp to his sides. He starts to blink and will soon become aware of his surroundings.
Can I disguise my hand and eye?
Roll it.
Might want to just leave.
That was my advice.
Yeah.
That's what I was building towards.
I'm sorry. Fuck me. God damn it. Fuck me. 6.
Should have just left.
I know.
Well, I mean, you maybe still can. Will you roll an act under pressure? But can you also remind me with the hex rope, because they are very difficult to keep track of? Does a failure mean you just straight up don't do it?
So this is another road of mine. This is my glamour road.
Yes.
I think it went great, but it didn't.
Okay, so perfect.
Yeah, it's great.
You
You said
flawlessly.
act under pressure?
No, never mind. So, let
okay,
me start
okay.
over. So
Yeah.
he's blinking and he's about to get his bearings back.
What just happened? Oh God, Theo, your eye!
And you flawlessly disguise your hand and eye from your oldest brother. He will soon become aware of you. What do you do?
I wanna like duck my face to the ground, kind of in like the submissive way that I've done most of my life. I just kind of whisper sorry and try to brush past him and out.
Reluctant under pressure.
10.
I think you push past him and get out of the library, and you hear him go, "For what?" "Youngest." And then he goes back to his reading table, and he's like, "Where are all... who put my books away?" So, Theo left and will soon arrive at the Clockwork Child. In the meanest of whiles, Kira and Tommy arrive there, or have arrived there. Tommy, I think, is the one who is most immediately concerned about Mark's motorcycle, which is definitely broken.
Yeah. Did you drive your motorcycle in here, Mark?
I drove it through a portal. I was trying to get back to our place because someone was following us. And,
Who was following you?
oh, well, we thought it was Deacon, Theo's brother. Yeah, I needed to get away. I had Catriel on the back, and we ended up sliding through a portal into here. I need to work on my magic.
Hey.
She coming down yet?
Yeah, I think now she just seems...
Yeah, Catriel's high right now.
Drowsy. She's no longer... Hey. I'm literally on the ground, which sucks, by the way.
I think Kira kind of chuckles at that. And I think Anna is like, would you prefer she be in pain after getting her dislocated shoulder? Look, I gave her some pain meds so that she's not, in pain.
Your fox comes and sits proudly by your feet.
This is Inako, by the way. Inako, this is Kira, my sister. This is her boyfriend, Tommy.
The fox, gently barks.
This is my familiar Inako. I was out all night looking for him.
I think Tommy, eyes wide, eyebrows up, turns to Kira and goes, "Familiar?"
Yeah, I'm trying a whole thing where I'm trying to, study to be a wizard or something. I don't know.
Hey, if Nick can do it, hands up.
Oh, yeah. Maybe I should ask him for some tips.
No.
Why not? I mean, he seems competent.
No.
Okay. Well, that was a very visceral reaction. I'm going to ask you many questions about that later. Okay, so Deacon is apparently doing some shit, or somebody like Deacon. And then I think Kira will step in. A couple people at Dawnbreak think that the runes that we saw on that snake dragon creature in the sky might have some sort of connection to something that we should really wait for Theo to get here for. But long story short, the runes reminded me of Deacon's runes, his tattoos that he has. So I was hoping we could try to talk to him, or maybe Theo, or figure it out. I don't know. But it might be connected to some sort of situation that we had with Agent M, kind of. It'll make a lot more sense. I should just wait until Theo's here. And then Kira's just really awkward and is like, "So, how's Lowry doing, Anna?" And Anna would be like, "I don't know. Fine."
Oh, fine. We're fine now.
Yeah, I mean, he was really helpful last night when I was searching for my familiar. But then he kind of just had a personality transplant or something. And I haven't heard much from him since. So. But it's great. Oh, I did do a tarot reading. Remember that tarot reading that we saw at Tower's place? I was trying to think on it. I looked through some books and through some tarot cards that we had. I think it's related to me. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not good at this stuff. But I looked into it. We had the page of wands, kind of means a lack of direction, procrastination, creating conflict. Sounds like me. Then there is, what was it? The King of Cups? Upside down? Nope, upright.
Oh my God.
Knight of Cups, excuse
Can
me.
you write it down?
Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. It deals with the heart, idealist, romantic.
I adore Anna.
I mean, I guess maybe that's me. And then there's the Four of Cups upside down. Sudden awareness, choosing happiness and acceptance. Don't know what that means. And the Nine of Swords. Hope, reaching out, despair. So that's a little mixed messages. Does tarot actually mean anything? Or is it literally...
I did a tarot reading.
Oh, yeah? What did you find out?
Just over here. I think it says you're supposed to put them in a thing, but I just did them in a row. And I don't know, I think I got some stuff.
What are the cards that she has?
So she has them just 6 cards from left to right. And they are the Star, the Hermit, the Hierophant, the Hanged Man, Justice, and the Emperor. And she's still like minor league loopy, but she's still kind of just a little wacky. Well, I mean, a little more wacky than usual. She just kind of is pointing at this array of cards, all face up, by the way. And she points at the Star and she's like, well, that's obvious. But I think that this one, she points at you, Anna, and then at the Hierophant. I think this is where you are.
What does the Hierophant mean?
I'm happy to tell you. She'll close her eyes and look up and off to one side and go, are you really your best counsel? Probably not at this moment in time. You are worried that you will sell yourself short and agree to something that you don't feel morally comfortable with. For example, you may really desire marriage, but the offer has been, let's live together. You may be looking at a job or business opportunity, but you question how ethical it is. Seek out an advisor you can trust, such as a teacher, priest, parent, or anyone you have respect for. They will be happy to help.
Why do you think that one's me?
It's what I see. The guys are down here, and she points at the 6th one, the Emperor. Expect success and achievement of your goals. This is a time for fulfillment of your ambitions. If you have placed your trust in your father, husband, partner, or another man of significance in your life, they will come up trumps for you. If you have been victim of ill will, don't worry. You'll win in the end. I'm this one. She points at the Hermit. The Hermit suggests that what you most want at this time is to know what to do, as well as companionship if you feel somewhat lonely or isolated at the moment. Perhaps you are feeling exhausted and in need of a rest. If you have been ill, this is a time for rest and recuperation. And then there's this one. She points at Justice. I think this is you, and she looks at Kira and says, and the one Mark likes. Things just aren't going your way, even if you are in the right or the victim of foul play. You won't win this one. Take care of whose advice you take, and beware of being motivated solely by self-interest.
I think Kira just kind of like crosses her arms. Noted.
But the one I'm really worried about, she says, and points a finger to the sky, and then points a finger to the 4th card, the Hanged Man. With patience, this passive time, this time of feeling in limbo and indecision will pass, and then you will know what decisions to make, what or who to let go of, and how to move on. Whatever self-sacrifice you have to make, you will feel a better and stronger person for it. I don't think that's any of us.
What about the Star?
No, that's obvious. She, in a practice gesture, takes her right hand and sort of wiggles it back and forth.
I think Anna's just like, well, I'm glad you like the cards. They're yours if you want them.
Her eyes sort of widen, and she looks at you with unexpected gratitude. Well, but what do I give you?
Just your company is good enough for me.
Aw.
That's a weird deal.
Or I know, how about us girls go shopping? We gotta get you some clothes.
She looks down at her shirt, which is almost certainly on backwards.
Oh.
Yeah, I suppose I should be making myself at home. Thanks.
Yeah. Don't mention it. We'll go this weekend.
Let's check in on Theo. So last we checked, as far as she got was out of the library. Where has she wound up?
She's trying to get to, I think, like the same car that she had taken to her date as fast as possible. And I think taking the routes that she knows are less traversed so that she doesn't run into anyone. Theo will get in, drive, but like, have you ever been like just so emotional you just drive? You don't know where you're going, but you just drive and you just like end up somewhere? I think that's like Theo. I think Theo's just going to end up somewhere and like pull over, stop the car, and it's just like shaking. Tears are just like pouring from her face. She's like just shaking.
I have a weird question. How long has it been since Theo talked to Mark? Has it been more than 30 minutes?
It has been 30 minutes.
I feel like Mark would have been like, what the fuck's going on?
So, Mark, the time has passed for you to reach out / teleport to Theo. I think that was part of the implication that you could choose to take or not.
Mark will teleport because he's concerned, and he was initially concerned, and then she reassured him, but now she hasn't showed up, so I think that makes sense.
Theo, you drive your car to nowhere, which is basically an enormous nighttime, empty, by all accounts, like a park and ride parking lot. Just a big lot with no cars in it, so that you can sort of be under lamplight and utterly alone with your thoughts and your tears. And then you are suddenly not alone anymore because Mark Clayton is sitting in the front seat of your car. Mark, you appear in the front seat of a really nice BMW with a not doing very well Theo Nessos.
I assume Mark scares the shit out of Theo. I think she like screams, just like, ah! But then like
at least for a second, yes.
And is like frantically trying to like look okay.
I think Mark sees, kind of gets a reality check where he's at, what's going on and stuff like that. He sees Theo like trying to compose herself or whatever, and he just reaches over and kisses her.
Oh.
I was on my way.
Mark looks at his non-existent watch. Like 30 minutes ago.
I was going to reach out to you and tell you I was on my way.
What happened? What's going on?
If I say I don't want to talk about it, will you leave it alone?
I don't even know what I asked. It's fine.
Oh, Mark.
I think Theo will like take your hand and like look at you through watery eyes. I really want to tell you, but I'm too scared.
You can tell me anything, Theo, but you don't have to tell me anything. You don't want to. It's fine.
As you say that, you become aware, off to the edge of this parking lot, where the lights don't touch, there is a pair of eye lights.
Like eyes?
Like eyes. Sort of harsh candle orange, glowing in the distance.
Mark is going to reach out with his telepathy.
To do what?
I think he's going to say, do you mind?
This is going to be tune in, because that's not how that move works. Roll plus weird.
Wait a minute. I'm confused. My telepathy to like talk to whatever eyes I see?
This isn't a person, Mark. It's a monster.
Okay.
Well, the first thing I'm going to tell you is that around those eyes, a number of glowing runes will appear in the air, also looking a sort of dim flame orange.
Oh, no. Was it Mark's vision or Anna's vision?
Anna didn't
It was
have
Mark's
a
vision.
So would Mark get a +1 towards this roll?
Not with the roll he rolled. He'll mark experience if he stops it.
I rolled an 11.
Okay. It appears to sort of illuminate enormous shoulders and arms longer than the legs, and sort of cast light upon this ape-like giant shape.
Oh boy. How fast does this BMW go?
Not as fast as your wings. And Theo grabs your arm, or like clenches your hand.
Real quick, because you will get this all instantaneously, Mark. I want you to, because you rolled Tune In and you rolled well enough, you can hold 3 on those questions on Tune In.
What is he here for?
He's here to kill you both.
Oh, cool.
Plain and simple. Why is he here to kill us?
I'm so glad you asked that, Mark. Because nothing lives in the sea.
What is this thing's weakness?
Roll Manipulate someone on me, because that's not one of the questions you get, but I really want to tell you.
11.
So the question was, what is this thing's weakness? The gray parts of her. And then the other, because I'm a benevolent demigod, it's runes. You've encountered runes before. You've dealt with runes before. You've stopped runes before. Do you remember how you stopped those runes before?
You scratched them out.
You scratched them out.
We need Tommy.
He's got claws.
He's got
Those
claws.
are scratching.
So let's go. And Theo like grabs her gym bag, grabs on Mark. Any time now, Mark?
Mark is going to roll a 7 is what he did.
Mark sure is. You were trying to teleport the both of you to the Clockwork Child.
Again,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mark, you and Theo's bag arrive at the Clockwork Child.
Fuck! Theo, where are you?
You are in front of Santana Foods.
In front of where?
Santana Foods, the bodega.
Oh, I don't think Theo's ever been to the Invisible Family.
She hasn't. She's like, where the fuck am I?
Yeah, and she's like, okay, this is a way.
And out of Santana Foods, carrying an iced coffee, will walk Uncle. Tall, trimly set suit, collarless shirt, vaguely priest vibes, dusty, well, not dusty, like fully blonde hair, striking blue eyes. He looks younger than the last time you would have seen him, and he sees you and takes stock of your distress and goes, "Oh, what a horrid cloud to rain upon such a lovely summer sky such as thee." And he like walks over to you and puts a hand on your shoulder.
Thea's gonna look around like frantically. Do I see those eyes and runes?
No, you are in a totally different place.
Have I ever met Uncle? Have I met any of them?
I don't think so.
Maybe Mom?
No.
Well, then Uncle is merely concerned for a fellow citizen who appears to need his aid.
I seem to have been lost. Gotten lost.
Theo, where are you?
Fully more than lost. You've appeared miraculously, as though by magic, as though precisely by magic.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But you do.
In my head to Mark, Santana Foods, but this guy is talking to me. I'm gonna try and get rid of him.
Who? What guy? Who?
He has blonde hair. He talks like he's out of a fairy tale. It is kind of weird. Do you know which direction is the Clockwork Child from here?
Are you asking him?
Yes.
When you ask that, he snaps his fingers and goes, "Ah, yes, you are the Magess, are you not? Eleanor, nay, Theodora."
I think Theo's going to take a little bit of a step back. How do you
Be not
know?
frightened. I am Uncle, he of the invisible family.
Your uncle?
I must apologize for what must appear to be an anachronous affectation.
I mean, none of them mentioned the accent.
Certain aspects of my character are rendered quite changeable owing to a diabolical partnership into which I entered many years previous, quite in opposition to my present convictions. But
To Mark in Theo's head, is this how I sound when I talk a million miles a minute? It is really annoying and hard to keep up.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to Uncle, apparently. You didn't tell me he had a weird accent.
he didn't have a weird accent.
Can Mark teleport there, directly?
Effortlessly.
Thump. Hi, Uncle.
Ah, Sir Clayton.
It is I indeed.
You seem quite in distress.
Yeah, we got big monster on our hands that popped up right at the last second, and we had to get out of there, and my teleporting more than one people isn't exactly the best magic trick I know, so.
Well, we can't all be kid, can we? What manner of monster?
Runes?
Big flying ape man.
Flying ape man, runes. Right. Differing opinions upon this monster.
It was not what I was expecting to deal with, and anyway, yeah, that's what we've been dealing with. What are you doing here?
As it happens, I was heading home prior to the serendipitous meeting of your young Miss Theodora.
Well, it was good seeing you. We're on our way to the Clockwork Child. There's a group of people there, but now we have this flying ape beast on our trail.
Ah, the Mage Boutique.
Yes. So we're gonna head that direction.
It was really great finally meeting you.
As it happens, he sort of looks at his coffee, looks back at the door. Mom and Dad find themselves somewhat indisposed with family business, and I indisposed.
That's really cool.
Would you want to help us?
If your beast be what I think she is, then yes.
More the merrier, I guess.
All right, then. Shall we?
I mean, feel free to refuse, but pride cometh before the fall.
Oh, I'm not denying that we don't need your help, but we definitely need your help for this one. But just all of this is so abrupt. But yeah, let's do it. Let's go.
In mysterious ways he works. Off we go.
So are we all there now, please?
You are now all at the Clockwork Child, and so too is Uncle. Catrell is now hydrated.
Okay. Where is Lincoln still not back?
Oh, it is such a roll of the dice. Which is it? Ah, they have disapparated.
Yeah, I don't know where they are, but it's probably a good thing. And Anna's like looking at the bookshelf that she definitely put the books back in the wrong order. Anyway, are you guys okay? She looks at Mark and Theo. She's like, you guys disappeared for like a solid 15 minutes.
Does the Clockwork Child have any like runes or protection runes on it, maybe?
Yeah.
Do you know anything about flying apes and with wings?
Do you need to like enact them at all, or are they just there?
Yeah, we have protection stuff.
I suppose it goes without saying that they are quite not okay.
Okay, then. Anna will, I don't know if I have to roll for this because she just has a haven. She has protective spells as part of her haven.
This place has protective spells.
Yeah.
So, remind me, has, per usual, has Mark told us about his vision?
Nope.
Cool.
Nope. You guys don't know anything about it. Like, I think Mark would explain.
What? A flying ape? Like the Wizard of Oz?
It was large.
Oh, shit. I didn't tell you guys about that.
Not a flying. Merely
I had a vision.
Large.
Forgot to tell you guys about it. Wasn't thinking about it. Flying apes with runes.
Mark, we talked about this. Anna is like angry. Share your visions. Even if you think they're dreams, just to be on the safe side, just fucking share.
Or write them down.
What happened in your vision, Mark? What do we need to do? What are we looking out for?
There was a flying ape, and it ate my friends.
Anything else particularly interesting about it, or are we just dealing with the monkeys from The Wizard of Oz?
Frightening at the time, but as you grow older, you find that they are merely puppets.
Thank you.
They had the glowing eyes, the runes. I just remember eating like one person after another.
Okay. Yeah, then I think Kira will speak up and be like, runes. Like the thing you guys saw at the Sea Kingdom? That snake creature?
Yeah, very similar to that.
Like your brother's runes, Theo.
Kind of.
Uncle straightens a bit.
Which I'm told there was apparently somebody else following you with that same runes. Maybe it was this, whatever this creature is. It was just in disguise.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's not Deegan.
Uncle will bend down a bit to be on eye level with Theo because he is at least an entire 1.5 feet taller than her.
He's taller than 5'10".
Uncle is extremely tall. Well, maybe not a foot and a half, but like he's a head up.
He's like of a height with Tommy.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
He puts a hand on your shoulder. I know this is difficult, Majas, but I must ask, which runes?
What did the rune look like, Johnny? Like, particularly the one on his neck.
Roll read a bad situation to see how specific you can get.
11.
So you are able to draw enough of it on some sort of piece of paper or perhaps in the air that Uncle is then able to complete it and see that it represents harvest.
I feel like Theo's going to be like, I have no idea what that means. Like, harvesting people, harvesting souls. I highly doubt it means corn.
I think Kira will speak up and say, I don't have time to get into the details of everything, but Dawnbreak thinks that the runes of this creature that's glowing eyes are similar to something that might be related to me. I have another entity inside of me that, long story short, might end the world. So, anyway, what do we know? We know runes, we can scratch them out. We know that...
His weakness is gray things? From somebody?
Could you be more specific?
Uncle looks at Mark. He looks at Theo. He says nothing.
Gray things from her?
Oh, okay.
I
think Kira gets it. Anna is like looking off like, what?
I don't know what books are.
So let's fucking kill it. I think Anna starts just looking around the shop to see if there's anything that would be helpful for like destroying runes, good battle weapons, things that might be effective against this thing.
Roll investigate a mystery.
9.
Not bad. I think Lincoln Ramsey has a penchant for brewing tea over a proper wood-burned fire. As such, there is a iron poker with like the poke on the top and the hook coming just off the poke. So there's that could scratch off some runes.
Okay. Anna will get that handy. How did it find you guys? Was it tracking you somehow?
Well, I teleported to Theo because I was worried about her. She hadn't shown up, and
it kind of was just there.
Just all of a sudden, it was off in the distance. It was looking at us.
Anna starts to do some shit.
Which shit?
She's going to actually be like, Theo, can I borrow your arm?
Does it matter which one?
Roll manipulate someone.
No, whatever you prefer. 14 advanced move.
Theo, roll act under pressure.
6.
Theo, you give her your arm.
Yeah, I think with that failure, Theo gives you her right arm.
I think so too.
Thinking that it's fine.
Anna is going to start very diligently. She's going to take some time to inscribe a transient tattoo on Theo that will protect them from a specific type of monster, from that creature. And she specifically is going to prevent it from tracking them through magical means.
Okay.
I don't know if this is gonna... It might know where you are currently, but if we go somewhere else, it won't be able to figure out where you went. This will help shield you from it so it can't scry on you, find you, like that kind of stuff.
Is it just that monster that it'll protect me from, or other things too?
This is just specific to that. I'm not that talented to do that kind of spell, but I can protect you from this thing, at least for a little bit.
Okay. How long will it last?
For a little while. Oh, by the way, this is Inako. Feel free to give him some pets.
It's really cute.
Yeah.
Does he eat birds?
Oh, he eats all sorts of things. He really likes beef jerky, chicken. So yeah, I guess birds.
Oh.
Does your friend have chicken for me?
I don't think so. I think he's got a friend of his own. Don't eat him. Don't eat him.
I do not like to eat friends.
That's good.
What is this, Finding Nemo?
Fish are friends, not food.
Not food.
Is Catriel still a little loopy?
I think she's properly hydrated.
Okay. I think Theo will notice and find her duffel bag. Will open it and try to, I think, gather her own things, like, her tool belt and that stuff. And then see and remember the clothes that she brought Catriel and take those out. And then I think, Anna, do you mind if I, store this? And, it's my duffel bag. Behind the counter?
Oh, yeah. And I think she just tries to find, a cabinet or something that she can, actually lock so that it's, secure or something.
And then go over to Catriel and hold out overalls. And then she also brought this gray sweatshirt, oversized sweatshirt, knitted sweatshirt, and a white t-shirt. And, brings them to Catriel. I got these from you. I don't have a lot of color in my wardrobe, but thought you could use something instead of Mark's clothes.
Oh, yeah, totally. Happy to borrow these from you.
You can actually have them.
What?
You can have them.
But I don't have anything to give you. I can give you, this isn't my shirt, really.
Well, see, the thing is that you already gave me something.
I did?
Yeah. We're friends, right?
Well, what did I give you? Oh, over here you don't have to do deals. But you can if you want to. If you're friends. She is going to throw her arms around you into a hug.
Oh, okay. Theo will hug her.
Kira might speak up and say, once Anna's done drawing that tattoo, do we maybe want to move somewhere else then? If this thing might know where she was before this tattoo is up, might not be a bad idea to go somewhere else. We could go to Dawnbreak, pull up there, figure out what we want to do for a plan.
Uncle will straighten up. Might be a better idea to ask Dawnbreak to come here.
It is late enough that there shouldn't be a lot of people in the streets.
And we have company.
Is there somebody outside? Something outside?
Do you want to roll read a bad situation?
Yeah. 12. Advanced move.
You have 3 questions and I'll tell you something. No, I'll tell you something right away. The guy from the bar is outside and the thing from the park is on its way.
Oh, so they're 2 separate things?
Which one's the biggest threat?
The thing from the park. Also of note, the guy from the bar that you can see out the window, both his eyes and his tattoo are now glowing a fiery orange.
Are there any other threats we haven't noticed yet besides these 2?
Unfortunately, the only answer I'm able to get you is yes.
Are these creatures acting on their own accord, or is somebody pulling some strings?
Somebody is pulling some strings.
Can I open up my third eye?
That's going to be another roll.
10. Do I see any invisible things?
Technically, yes, because the runes count.
Okay.
But they've been made visible by means of their having been activated.
Can I ask you, what kind of magic or what kind of flavor of magic this is?
Death.
Who would be their biggest target?
Biggest? Mark.
Are they invulnerable to anything?
Bullets and most magic.
Oh, cool.
Sweet. Anna picks up her gun. Guess this won't work.
My last question. Where is Lincoln Ramsey Lincoln?
They are at Ability with Mom.
Nathaniel Rose's business. I do think Anna might actually grab her little necklace, her charm necklace, and be like, hey, Lincoln or Ramsey, I don't know if you're getting this, but I think your shop might be under attack. If you know anything about runic magic, specifically the harvest rune, that would be appreciated. Apparently bullets don't do well, so I'm kind of SOL. And magic, which I'm not that great at, so help.
Anna, roll manipulate someone.
9.
Okay. Lincoln comes walking out of the back room.
Oh, hi.
What are we dealing with?
That. Anna just like points to the rune guy with the glowing runes. We think it's connected to something that we saw when we were there, and it's got a harvest rune, which means something, I'm told.
Not harvest, reap. And he goes over to the window and draws all the blinds.
What do we do? Is there a way to like deactivate the runes?
Same way you deactivate any rune.
Just by scratching the shit out of it? Like a scratch off ticket?
For the ones that are drawn into something physical, he goes over to a desk and slams down this thing that just it's out this selection of knives.
Great, because this staff probably isn't going to cut much unless I give it a splinter.
Hey.
Yeah. Magic doesn't do anything to it.
Does it do stuff to magic?
I don't know.
Well, have you not been working it?
I've been trying. I spent an hour or two meditating today.
Okay. Does anybody have magic sharp weapons?
I do. Kira holds up her axe.
Helpful?
I think Kira actually pulls out a fucking sword too. Here, Anna.
I mean, I have this, and Mark pulls out his flaming sword.
I unfortunately left my staff at home. I can make stuff magical.
Ooh, good idea. Anna's actually going to take some time to take that sword that Kira gave her, and she's going to see if she can enchant it to do more harm.
Roll use magic.
11.
All right. That happens. You do some stuff over the sword, and it sort of shimmers with, I'd like to say, blue flame.
Mm-hmm.
Would these work? And Theo reaches behind her back and pulls.
Roll it.
10.
Okay. Do you want to describe what happens?
Yeah, I think that beneath Theo's shirt, there's a blue-green light, and she pulls her hands forward. There are 2 energy scimitars in either hand.
To be clear, don't worry, or do. The one in her right hand is extremely desaturated to the point of being a gray scimitar.
It's still gray. Okay.
And Lincoln will walk over to you, look that right hand sword up and down. I'm going to ask you about this later, but for now, it's the best fucking thing that could have happened to us.
Is this thing just standing outside, just watching us? It's not trying to break in or anything?
For now, it's waiting.
Okay, so who wants to try talking to this thing? Kira?
Honestly?
Because Kira does have Dark Negotiator to specifically manipulate monsters.
They are being controlled by something or someone, so they're not acting on their own accord.
So maybe if we can sever those runes, they'll stop?
They'll lose power to them. I'm not quite sure who it is, though.
This isn't like a mask situation like we had with the anchors that we had to get rid of. There's not any tethers or anything.
I didn't see any.
Well, I can try talking to it and see what it is, and if all hell breaks loose, we kill.
Sounds like a plan.
I think Anna, before Kira goes out and does that, Anna will use another one of her abjuration effects. Take some time to surround someone, Kira, in a magical field that reduces all harm from the next hit they take to 0 harm. So if this thing tries to take a swing at Kira, she'll have some additional armor.
Okay. So to date, standing out front in the dark, basically unmoving, is this guy with his cap and his glowing eyes and his glowing neck tattoo. And who walks out to face him?
Kira.
Okay.
With everybody else kind of just posted, wait, ready to go if they need to.
Mm-hmm.
Kira will open the door. She'll walk out. Well, good evening. Can I help you with something?
Hoping so.
What are you looking for? You see, your runes are a little concerning, and those glowing eyes of yours are... Well, I mean, I have friends that have glowing eyes, but yours are a little bit more menacing.
You've been somewhere you shouldn't.
Oh, you mean to the Sea Kingdom?
There is no Sea Kingdom.
Yeah, but we were there.
And you live.
Yeah. Who are you here for? Exactly.
His eyes flash, and he says, "You." And he holds out a hand, and a burst of flame comes out. Roll act under pressure.
Fuck.
8.
The door is on fire, but you have dove to safety.
Okay. Just me, or can these people go? Or are you cool with that?
He shakes out his left hand, into which will become triangle-shaped, flaming blade, and he lunges at you.
Can I, with my axe, like hold it up to like block him if he tries to come down?
Roll protect someone.
For myself?
Yeah, because you're not trying to kick his ass.
All right. 12 advanced move.
You like hold up your axe and manage to fully trap in the crook of it his blade, which is like dripping down on you hot globules of molten metal. So it's unpleasant, but it doesn't do any harm.
Okay. I think while Kira's kind of got him right there, she wants to just like look straight in his eyes and be like, "Who sent you?" It's okay, you can tell me. And see if she can use Dark Negotiator.
Roll it.
14 advanced move.
The Great King.
Really? And he's got a problem with me?
Roll act under pressure, because he's doing that thing where he's pushing his blade against yours.
11.
Nothing shall live in the sea.
Where are his runes primarily? There's one on his neck, and then...
His rune is exclusively on the left side of his neck.
Okay. Can Kira try to, like, hit him with her elbow? I don't know, like, jab him. And then, like, if he hopefully backs up, I literally just want her to nick him in the neck and see if it will ruin the rune.
I feel like that's going to be act under pressure and then kick some ass.
10 to act under pressure. 13 to kick some ass. Advanced move.
Damn. That'll mean you will knock yourself loose and safe to like take a stance with the sort of sharp bladed edge of your axe. You just like thrust and chop just enough to fuck up the rune. And yeah, the lights of it and his eyes will go out. His eyes will become confused. His hand will go to his neck to apply pressure. And he will be equal parts furious, frustrated, and confused.
Does he seem like he doesn't even know where he is right now? Like he was possessed?
100%.
Okay.
It seems like he absolutely has no idea where he is.
Okay.
And I think he will just look at you and go, "Crazy bitch," and run off into the night.
I think Kira's like considering like, how do I keep going? But she's like, you know what? Mark can probably just fucking tune into him.
You are distracted from that thought by the sudden shimmering of a lot more of that same kind of light from beyond the tree line.
Okay, well, I think Kira might just like kind of back up towards the building and be like, well, I didn't learn much, but it's here from the Gray Hand, I believe. It said the Great King sent it.
First card.
A Ketrel.
Mm-hmm.
What do you got against the fucking Sea Kingdom? I mean, obviously, you fought a war. You should be over it by now. I think Anna is just like saying to the sky.
You want to talk to the stars?
I think Anna literally is like, yeah, just like shouting to the sky, to the stars, and is like, what do you gotta be mad about? You fucking won the war. Boo-hoo. We went to the Sea Kingdom. Why don't you cry about it?
I do want to talk to the stars.
Oh?
Yeah.
What do you want to say to them?
Are you doing this? Is this your doing?
Roll manipulate someone.
7.
This isn't my doing, Centaur.
Do you know whose doing it is?
I do. That's not the most interesting question. It never is.
Well, enlighten me.
What comes next? You are pursued. They will catch you. You will retaliate. And one will emerge victorious. Whose doing will that be?
So you're just waiting to find out.
Sometimes I feel like all I ever do is wait.
That sounds so lonely.
Roll manipulate someone.
10.
You sense that you've hit a nerve.
Can I put pressure on that nerve?
How?
Why haven't you chosen your prince?
I'm waiting for one to prove themselves.
It sounds like you're going to wait forever. And I think Theo's going to push away from these stars.
I have forever.
Theo's going to come back. It's not the stars.
How do you know?
She's talking to him. Catrell.
I asked him.
And you think he's telling the truth?
Yes and no.
Starking doesn't have any princes.
No, he doesn't.
So how's he talking to you? From this far? That shouldn't be happening unless... Mark? Why is this happening?
I think it has something to do with that gray hand and her gray eye.
Across the street, from the Clockwork Child, a tree falls down.
I think Anna grabs the sword that she had enchanted and she's like, well, we'll have more time to catch up with this in a little bit. But in the meantime, somebody's playing Paul Bunyan out there, so I'm going to go kill some bitches. Or at least sever their runes. I don't know.
Mark says that sounds like a good idea and picks up his sword.
So out go Mark, Anna, anybody else?
I think Theo or Kira might hang back just a second to see like what Theo's going to do. Tommy, I think, will go and join the fray. I do think before she actually heads out, Anna might just like say to Inako and be like, you stay in here, okay?
But I can help you find things.
Right now, I am going to protect. So I need you to be safe, okay? Pretend that this is your den. Keep this place safe.
It's too large to be a den, but I will keep it safe.
Okay.
Theo, what are you doing?
Theo's going to stay in the Clockwork Child. I think she'll like say to Kira, you can go out there. I'll stay here and protect Ketrel.
Kira will kind of nod, and then I think she like will go to like, I think her wings will come out. But then I think before she actually runs out, I think she will actually just go over to Theo really quickly. And she won't say anything, but she's just going to give her a hug. And then she will kind of just backpedal and walk out, wings out, takes to the sky. Did you just roll something?
Fuck you. Not no.
To see if Theo starts crying.
What did you roll?
14.
Congratulations.
What does Lincoln and Uncle do?
So Uncle, seeing that the rest of you are headed outside, will draw a long, thin blade, like an épée.
I like to imagine that Inako actually probably just like goes over to Catrell and just kind of keeps her company.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, Catrell
like
is not...
like comforting her, kind of.
Yeah, because she's...
freaking out.
Mm-hmm. Lincoln, I think, runs out to the backyard.
Is he the only one back there?
Yeah, runs out the back door.
I think if Anna sees him running off on his own, she might be like, what the fuck are you doing? And then just like run to join him.
If you move to do that, he will hold up a hand to you.
What are you doing?
My job. And then he'll run out the back.
Don't die.
Same, obviously.
Is Ketrel afraid of the fight or something else?
What do you mean?
Is she afraid of Theo now?
All I'll say is to answer the original question. She's afraid of something else.
Okay.
So Mark with a flame sword, Anna with an enchanted sword, Tommy with a wolf sword, Uncle with a thin sword, and Kira with wings, no sword.
She's got her axe.
Run outside of the front of the Clockwork Child to face this glowing monstrosity. So this thing busts its way into the street, definitely burning through half of a tree, making it fall the rest of the way. embers and smoke are beginning to rise up behind it. This thing appears to be comprised exclusively of physical glowing runes. It is 8 to 10 feet tall, like a small head, huge shoulders, enormous arms, small but muscular legs, vaguely ape-shaped. Did you just roll something, and why?
I did. I rolled act under pressure to see if Kira starts having a panic attack, because I think she's playing back in her mind the runes burn like embers, embers burn to ash, ash will cover the world.
Honey.
Yeah.
Poor kid.
Yeah. But she rolled a 9, so I think she's holding it together, but terrified.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you blink your eyes, this thing has your father's face.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Mark's gonna try and run up and sever its wings.
Prove it. We'll kick some ass.
11.
Mark, you go up, wings out, flame sword drawn, and like this thing swipes at you hither and yon, and you dodge and slash it along the back. 3 of the runes on its back are burnt, and they flame in a more natural seeming yellow fire tint and then flame out.
Okay, and then I'm gonna retreat immediately.
Yes, you are.
So it's like kind of a hit and roll.
Okay. I think if Kira could, I want her to try to fly up to one of these runes that seems to, like, if she could tell, like, oh, this one seems like it's connected to a bunch of others. Like, if I ruin this one, maybe it'll fuck up the other ones.
Whenever you roll plus sharp again.
10.
There is one that shows up more than all the others.
Okay. I will have Kira fly up to that one, wherever that one is, and she'll slash at it with her axe.
Okay, roll kick some ass.
12 advanced move.
Worth noting, it's maybe only because of that. It's like you hurl the axe in as though to make contact with something physical and fleshy.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't.
Oh, so it's like not totally corporeal?
And it's like there's nothing kind of there, and then it's like you get caught. You know when you're trying to like cut through wrapping paper with the scissors and you do it just part of the way and then you just shove it and then you like hit knit? It's like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you are hitting a knot in the air.
Okay.
You hurl your whole weight into it and pull your whole weight back out of it and manage to rupture this part of whatever incorporeal area of air that was. And there is a spurt of bright orange magma blood out of it.
Dope.
I agree.
Kira will kind of just back up and try to like look for another one. I think Anna will probably go for something like, you know, on its feet because she doesn't have wings.
Okay. Roll kick some ass. With what, by the way?
It was a sword, an enchanted sword.
Enchanted sword. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, that's a big ol' 7.
Okay. You go towards its feet. You will swing at this thing, catch only air, and then something huge and physical will slam down and pin you to the ground.
Oh, fuck. What's pinning me? Like its foot?
Basically, from what you can kind of figure out, maybe its hand.
Uh-huh.
But that hand is essentially the size of your entire body.
Oh.
And also completely invisible except for the glowing runes on it.
Would she be able to, like, put her sword, like, up and into whatever the fuck is grabbing her? Or is it, like, too weird of an angle?
That'll be in a second. Will you roll kick some ass on Tommy's behalf?
Yeah. That's also 7 for Tommy.
Okay. He's going to dive directly at this thing.
Okay.
Scratch at and through one of the runes on what must be its chest. Will do no damage to it. This thing will reach into itself after him with its other hand, grab Tommy, hurl him out, and then also onto the ground.
Like pinning him on the ground?
Yes.
Is there any way Kira could protect him?
What would she like to do?
I think if she sees this thing coming to like swing at him, she might literally just like boom, like grab him and fly him out of the way.
Roll protect someone.
Okay. 11.
It has Anna pinned down with one arm.
Yep.
Tommy in wolf form leaps in. It reaches into itself, grabs him before it can get all the way through, brings him up and out into the air, and Kira soars in and snatches him out of this thing's hand.
Yep. Okay. Well, and she'll just like put him down like on the ground after a second and be like, careful.
Hey, Theo, what are you doing?
I think just watching, waiting,
Okay.
trying to make sure the battle's going good.
I think Mark's going to come in and try and slash the arm. Or
Okay.
like try and sever it.
Roll kick some ass.
12 advanced move.
Okay. You slash through this thing with your flame sword. At first, instead of blood, it appears to be that sort of horrid flaming orange magma. But then once it sort of hits the air, it turns into maybe steam or maybe clouds. And then this thing just doesn't have its right arm. Theo, some of those stars start to form. If you were to connect the dots, I guess, it looks like kind of maybe like a hammock. Uncle runs up to this thing's legs and knees as it's reeling from its lost right arm and its lost left hand quarry, and seems to scratch out at least one of the runes and then retreat defensively.
There wasn't anything other than this big monster, right? That we saw.
Not that you know of.
Can Kira, I think she's like looking around the battlefield just to make sure that there's nothing else. Could she read a bad situation or something?
Or worried about the situation.
8?
Yeah, ask one question.
Any dangers we haven't noticed?
There's more things coming. More of these types of things.
What the fuck? Who is fucking powering this thing? I think if Mark had cut off that hand, I think Anna would kind of get up from the ground, try to get one of its other like runes on the other leg, maybe?
Yeah. Roll kick some ass.
It's a fucking 7 again. She's usually really good at kicking ass, but I think she's just not in the right headspace right now.
Okay, so I think you run up underneath this thing towards one of the runes near its bottom, and you scratch out one of the lines with your enchanted sword, and then dive to one side and then get stomped on by one of its legs and pinned again to the ground. And you will take 2 harm.
Can
Does
I go
my
after its head?
armor do anything to these attacks, by
Yes,
the way?
it does.
Okay, so I have 2 armor, so I'm okay.
You're just like, God damn it.
So is this foot on? Did you say Kira or Anna? I'm sorry.
It's on Anna. Kira's fine. She's just flying around, being a badass. Anna's just had a fucking day.
Theo come out from inside the store.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think in her head she will shoot up to the stars. I am not your entertainment. And slash at the leg of this creature that has Anna pinned down.
Roll kick some ass.
Cool. 13 advanced move.
The leg that has Anna pinned and all of the runes underneath it evaporate. This thing is now wobbling on one arm and hand.
Are you okay, Anna?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Theo will help her get up.
Thanks. Hey, you remember that thing you did in the Sea Kingdom where you launched me up on top of the ship?
Yeah.
Want to do it again?
Where? There's no ship here.
I was thinking its head.
Sure. Yeah, I can do that.
I want to see if they can do this in tandem where Theo like uses like force to like launch her up high on this thing so she can fucking ride it like Legolas.
Jesus.
Theo, real quick. A voice in your head will sort of go, her?
All right, you ready? I'm ready. Let's do it.
Yeah. Do you want me to do magic or help out?
What are you doing?
Basically, I think using like a burst of force to like propel me up.
And I mean the other thing is like I could just do one thing beyond human limitations and like chuck you up, but
cheerleader toss.
Yeah.
You're gonna throw her?
Yeah.
Roll use magic.
10.
You tell me what happens.
Can I keep my right sword, make the left disappear, and hold it out for Anna to step in and like throw her up cheerleader style.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially using the do something beyond human limitations.
Let me at him.
The magic
Throw
effects.
a girl.
Use the throw a girl attack.
Come on. Get me at him.
So that's going to be then Anna roll kick some ass.
11.
Okay. Pick your bonus. Do more harm, take less harm, force it where you want it, etc.
More harm.
I shouldn't even ask.
But given what she's doing, more harm. This is reckless.
The bad news is this thing does not have a physical form, so you cannot get on its back.
Okay, so I just
continue to do
fly right
damage to
through it.
So you fly into the air and dig your enchanted sword through a couple of these runes. Because it is still reeling, it can't necessarily attack you back.
Okay. But
You will eat the fall from the sky.
how much harm?
3.
Okay. But I kind of imagine that like she lands on the ground and like the doll's head charm, I almost imagine just kind of like shimmers and like a little like force field kind of goes around and she just still is like, oh.
And like when you fall too far in Legend of Zelda where like your legs shake, you're like, hello.
Yeah.
I am kind of wondering about one thing. Is this creature magic?
Yeah, almost exclusively.
Okay. Can I use the Eye of Andragoras?
To do what?
And you can say no, but in my notes I have whenever someone does magic at or within range, roll magic.
Well, then roll magic.
9. I have in my notes that on a 10 plus, absorb the spell, store it, or redirect 7 to 9 to spell. And then on a miss is out of control.
Okay. So Theo walks outside and something comes out of her eye. A sort of reverse tornado that blows apart all of these runes, casts them into the air with 2 pieces of additional news. The first, Theo, from the sky, more specifically, from the stars. Ah, my gray centaur, you will make a fine prince. No sooner do you reincorporate this information than you hear in the distance the revving of an engine of a familiar Rolls-Royce.
I think Anna gets up off the ground, kind of looks over at Theo and is like, what the hell was that?
Can I ask the stars something?
I would love for you to ask the stars.
Can you get me out of here?
Of course. Are you through proving yourself to me? You know what's coming. Will you leave your friends to face him?
Do I really have to face him?
Not if I take you out of here.
After.
After what?
After I face him.
Then face him. So all of you collect yourselves as best as you can, and up pulls this threatening and wealthy looking Rolls-Royce, out of which steps, shirtless, furious, and aglow with flame orange runes, Deacon Nessos. And he says to all of you, nothing shall live in the sea. Executive producer Jonny Grubb. This has been The Monsters Playbook, featuring
John Wander as Mark Clayton.
Lauren Johnson as Anna and Kira Ashwood.
Miah Detjen as Theo Nessos.
and Jonny Grubb as literally everybody else. Our theme song is by me, Jonny Grubb. The Monsters Playbook is produced and engineered by Miah Detjen and edited by Miah Detjen and Lauren Johnson. If you liked this episode, please tell a friend. We love friends. You can find the Monsters Playbook on the social media channel of your choice. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr. You can hang out with us on our Discord. And if you like what we're doing, please consider supporting us on Patreon. We'll see you next episode where, as always, I'll have some good news and some bad news. Thanks for listening. I want you to, because you rolled tune in and you rolled well enough, you can hold 3 on those questions on tune in.
What is he here for?
Is it to say hello? Can it be to say hello?
Is he just looking to borrow a cup of sugar?
Is he lost? Does he need some help?
Hello.
He's here to kill you both.
Oh, cool.
Plain and
That's
simple.
the opposite.
Hello. Feel the mark on here.
Then perish.
Hello, Obama? There's a monster. Help. Hello?
Anything, then perish.